All right, let's see what happens. Let's go, let's go. Let's see what happens. Tina's back. All right, Tina, come in and let's see what happens. Oh, let me invite you. Party Bonds is here. I hope this works. I readjusted everything. I put everything back where it should be. Hi, Darlene. Welcome back. Sorry, guys. Hopefully everything's good. If it's not, I don't know what's going on. There's the link, though. I went to the bathroom and came back. Oh, to Sean USA on. Oh, no. How's it sound, Tina? Hey, why did
Oh, crap.
Still doing it?
On my end.
Doesn't make sense. It's not doing it on my end, but it's doing it on your end. So maybe you got your headphones on?
Yeah.
Do you have your mic on? Maybe turn your mic off. Let me mute your mic once and then now see if it does it. Talk. I'm not gonna hear her talking anyway, so never mind. I don't know why it does that. Tina, they said
What?
you're really, Tina, they said you're super loud. Turn yours down just a titch. Wow, Tina's loud. All right, Party Bonza, you want to come up for a minute, if you would, or anybody, Deb for Freedom, anybody wants to come up. The link is somewhere, right there. I put the link in there, so we can see what's going on. Tina's here in double. I'm not here in double anymore. Where did Two Finger go? Did he come back? He's not come back yet. All right, Party Bonza. Tina is loud. Tina's always loud. Talk, Tina. See if you're any quieter. Pretty quiet to me. I don't hear a thing. Tina. I don't know where she went. She went away. Look, I can make Tina the only one up here, and I don't even have to come up. That's pretty cool. I don't know where she's. I mean, she's here, but I don't see. I mean, she's not talking. All right, who's this? Oh, there's Tina again. So, what did you do, Tina? I'm removing that one. I'll keep this one. Are you there? Tina, are you here? What is going on? You have your sound turned way down, Tina. We can't even hear you if you're talking.
Better.
A little bit better. Go turn it up a little bit more.
Better.
Nope, more.
Dadgum.
Can't hear you. All right, let me see if I can. Let me get Party Bonds in
I
here.
better.
Let me see if I can fix it. Edit mic settings. Echo cancellation. Reduce mic background noise. Oh.
Okay,
Now
can
talk,
you hear
Tina.
me?
I can't hear nobody. Do I have my volume all the way down or something?
I can't hear anyone.
I can hear you, but it's super low. So hang on. Maybe that's on my part. Because I need to turn my, oops, not that. I need to turn my,
Thought there was a volume in StreamYard somewhere.
yeah, I got it. I think you're good. Can you guys hear Party Bonza? Two fingers back. Okay. Welcome back, Two Finger. Add Tina to stage. Okay, Tina.
Better.
Yes, that's better. Are you still hearing double talk?
Yeah, but I'm used to it.
Party Bonza, how's it sound to you?
Yours is still low. Tina's microphone is really high.
All right, let me turn Tina's down. I can turn Tina's down. See if that's better. Whoops, why did it go back up? All right, try that for Tina's. And let me turn mine up. Let's see. Go ahead and talk, Tina. What is going on here?
Oh,
Is that
better.
better, Party?
Say something again, Tina.
Is it better?
That's good.
What about mine? How does mine sound?
Yours is still low, Gator.
Yeah, let me see if we can fix that. Oh, let me fix it over here.
Is it better?
Yes, Tina, yours is good.
Yeah, yours sounds good now, Tina.
How come it lets
God
me
bless
fix?
you.
It lets me fix everybody else's, but it don't let me fix mine. What the heck?
Yeah, yours is still quiet.
Yeah. Let me go. It's not. All right. Let me see. Huh. What a bunch of crap. It won't let me access mine. It's on. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Nope. That's not it. That's weird.
La 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 la. Candy time.
Can you hear me now?
There, that's a lot louder.
Yeah, it was on the wrong microphone. It was on the internal one and not, I have a big one on the outside. That's why.
Okay.
So that could have been the problem. Tina, are you still hearing the double sound?
Yeah, I feel it.
Wonder why it's doing that. Where is,
Well, Tina,
Two-
make sure you turn down the YouTube volume and only leave StreamYard on.
Oh, Tina's gone. Where is Two Finger? Come back in, Two Finger. Let me get the link, and we'll see what happens when you come back in. Because everything sounds good now. Well, so far. Tina was having issues, but there you go, Two Finger. Let's see what happens. There's Tina. All right. Talk to us, Tina. Talk to us. Can we not hear me or what?
I can hear you, but
Tina, stop laughing. Come on, Two Finger. I got this set up for 4 people. I can set it up for more if more want to come in. There we go. All right.
Turn YouTube volume down.
Yeah, I would turn your what are you on? Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Take your earbuds out. Yes, I hear you. How about you, Two Finger? What do we got going on over here? Are you talking? Because I can't hear you. Did I add you? I added you. You need to turn your volume up there, Two Finger. Tina Kim said take your earbuds out. I don't hear. Do you guys hear Two Finger? I don't hear him.
No, I can't hear him.
He must be. His volume must be down. Let's see what we got going on here. Two Finger. Edit mic settings. It's like everybody else's. It should be good. Tina, say something. This is crazy. Two Finger, do you hear us? If you hear us, put a 1 in chat. Because we can't hear nothing from you. Nothing. It's complete silence. And Tina must not be able to hear us either because she ain't saying nothing back either. So I don't know what she did. She took her earbuds out. Now she can't hear.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Two Finger.
Hi, Cherry Bell. You don't see his mouth moving. That's why I'm saying I don't think he can even hear us because he's not. I don't know what's going on. Oh, who's this? Tina. Tina's back. All right. Now, can you hear us, Tina?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it sound okay?
Perfect. God bless you, Tim.
Now, Two Finger needs to get his working because then everybody's is working. But I don't know if he's got his sound turned up. I don't know what's going. Oh, he's got his mic muted. Okay. He needs to unmute his mic. I wish he could read sign language because I would tell him that. He's just talking away and nobody can hear him. Two Finger. Tina made it back. Hi, Astua. Welcome in. Happy New Year, everybody. We have a lot to talk about tonight. Can't hear. All right. Can't hear you, Bill. Hopefully he can see chat. Can you see chat, Tina? Can you see chat, Party?
Yeah, I just figured that out, Tim.
Chat in StreamYard or?
Yes, either one, doesn't matter.
Yes.
Okay, I can
see
too. I don't know if he can. So what do you guys think about what happened in New Orleans? Let's talk about it. We just have to be smart about how we talk about it.
Yeah.
I think I agree. It's a terror attack, and everybody's like, "But he was an American, so that doesn't mean he can't go to Pakistan or wherever and become one of them." Or we probably have cells right here in the United States. Terror cells. My opinion. I just think we all need to be on alert at all times. Don't be in big groups. Don't go to big football games or anything like that.
Yeah, but that's what they want. They want us to be scared.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to anything like that because at least not until Trump's in charge. What I'm trying to say is don't do it now because these idiots here, they don't care. You think Biden cares? Did you hear his speech today? His teleprompter quit working. He didn't know what to do. It was crazy. I was like, and then he just turns around, walks away, and doesn't answer one question. I don't trust the FBI right now. I don't trust any of them until after the 20th. Then that'll be different. Because they will get to the bottom of everything. Right now they don't care. They just don't care. I agree, Deb. Absolutely. And I've not noted. I don't know that people actually just pull up to the Trump Tower like that. Don't they have people that do the parking and stuff for them?
Yeah, it's odd. And I heard from food places today that it was the same company who rented out both vehicles, the Cybertruck and the Ford truck.
It was, but Deb for Freedom says that she knows that company and they're a very reputable company.
Mm-hmm, okay.
So
yeah, it could be just a coincidence, but
right,
strange.
Yeah. That was the valet drop off, but there was nobody there. And somebody said the guy or woman, whatever, whoever was in that vehicle, never shut it off, and they just kept their foot on the brake, and then. And then, did you hear fireworks? I heard fireworks. Could have been the battery exploding. I'm not sure how that works, but it sounded like fireworks.
It's like I watched a press briefing, and that Las Vegas sheriff or whatever, they showed pictures of the bed of the Cybertruck, and they had camping fuel, gasoline, and a bunch of those firework mortars laying around in it. So that's what was going off.
Oh, so it was intentionally done. See, I hadn't heard anything. Oh.
Yeah, there was all kinds of stuff on the bed of that truck.
Wow.
What was funny is, it's not funny, but he said something that's funny. He says, with all this stuff in there, a normal truck would have blown up, right, into pieces. But because the Cybertruck is made of like 1/4-inch thick steel, notice how none of it exploded. The outer shell just stayed, and only the inside burned.
Right.
Blew up.
Oh, well, see, I didn't hear any of that because I was watching the vigil, so I quit watching it. And then I came on here after the vigil. Wow, I didn't know that. Astua says you're echoing. Cliff.
I've turned down my YouTube, but I don't know what it would be.
Okay. I don't hear it. I don't hear no echoing. I don't even hear Tina, so she must be using sign language.
I'm just making sure I answer the right conversation.
Oh, you're in the right conversation. Okay, yeah, that's what Party Bonza just said, Deb. See, I didn't see any of that. All right, who's Noel? Do we know you, Noel? I don't know who Noel is. Anybody know a Noel?
No.
All right, I'm gonna kick her from the studio. I don't know who she is. You have to come in and chat, Noel, before you can just get up on the panel because we don't know who you are. And there's people out there to take channels down. So yeah, you didn't see her either. I looked in here and I didn't see her, but she came on the panel, but I kicked her. So she was she was in the back. Oh, here's a private chat right here. Who's doing this? Party Bonza. Okay. Two finger. Okay. All right. That was from earlier. Yeah, she's not in chat, so unless I don't have the right chat up. But I don't see a Noel. Nobody else sees her? All right. I don't know who she is. And where did Two Finger go? He must have left too. He's trying to figure it out. He's new to this. Kim's working and listening. Hey, Kim, thanks for having Tina take the earbuds out. That helped. Yeah, so there's that, and then there were a few other things. There was like a mass shooting in Baltimore today. Not sure what that was. Let me see, where's my phone? There was a few of them I got a text about today. Hold on.
And then my mom told me that there's 2 people who died in Hawaii. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's what I was going to read, but I didn't hear anything about it. I just heard. Well, this is a text that I got as soon as I find it. Oh my goodness, where is it?
Yeah, there was a house in Hawaii that blew up.
Yeah.
Fireworks, and it destroyed the neighborhood.
Yeah. 3 dead, dozens injured in a massive fireworks explosion in Manu, wherever that's at. And another one is a man dies after being struck by a vehicle setting up New Year's Eve fireworks.
Jeez.
A newscaster mentioned Honolulu, so apparently there's some issues there as well. What is this one? Oh, that's the Cybertruck that blew up. So yeah, there's all kinds of, Tina left again. There's all kinds of things going on, so, and who knows what else, because I haven't even checked. I watched JLR earlier, like much earlier today, when he was doing the New Orleans one. And what do you guys, is New Orleans always that dirty? The streets? I've never been there. I've been to Shreveport, but I've never been to New Orleans.
Never been.
The streets were just so dirty, but if you look at, welcome back, Tina. If you look at, before all that happened, they didn't look like that. I mean, there was a lot of trash. The cans were overflowed, but then all of a sudden everything was just out in the streets.
I will say, I was watching Berlin, live footage. They were driving around Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
It was trash, just like that was.
That's crazy.
And that's another place where Germany, where they keep it ultra clean, but during the New Year's celebration, just all the fireworks just trash the streets.
Yeah, it was pretty trashed. I was like, wow. The police said it. Did you, Deb for Freedom says, did you see that New Orleans police chief, old lady, had hit 2 pedestrians in August? That old woman that was up there, that I saw her and I'm like, number one, you got an FBI agent that looks like she's 15, which I'm sure she's not. And then you got this old police chief or whatever she is, the old lady that looks like she's 90. It's like, who's running these cities? And I want to know, is New Orleans a, what do they call that, sanctuary city? That's what I want to know. Because that FBI director at first said that it was not a terrorist attack. Then she had to retract it later on.
That's right. She started right out by denying it was a terrorist.
Yes. And I was in some chats, I think it was, I want to say CBS maybe, and they were showing it, and everybody's like, "Oh, Whitey did it. Whitey did it. That's a Trump flag. I saw it. It was a Trump flag." And I was getting so aggravated, I just left. They wanted to start something. It's like, why? People are dying because of this. Doesn't matter who they are and what color their skin is. Stop it. She was fired from the Oakland Police Department. Nice. So she goes to Louisiana and becomes, oh my goodness. That's crazy. I just don't see that ever happening in my city. We finally got our new sheriff, took over, the end of this month last month he took over. It was nice. DEI, yeah, exactly. DEI. I like the other sheriff. I went to school with him, so he was a good guy too. So this one's a good sheriff too.
I'm looking at some Google News article, and it says, yes, New Orleans is part of this problem as the only sanctuary city in Louisiana.
Of course. Well, there you go. What about Las Vegas? Is it a sanctuary city? There's got to be some connection here somewhere, and I'm going to find it. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh, I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow. I'll go live at noon, do that, and then I gotta go to the doctor. I gotta be at the doctor at 2:45, I believe. Let me see. Come on. Am I still working? Because this, oh, okay, never mind the phones. Yeah, 2:45. My phone stopped working. I'm checking to make sure my internet's still on. Wow, Deb, that's crazy. So the LA, or the Las Vegas guy rented the Cybertruck in Colorado. Where did the other guy, the New Orleans guy, where did he rent his truck at? I know it's the same company, but where at? Welcome back, Two Finger. Can you hear us? No. We can't hear him. Oh, that's right. They did say he rented it in Texas. So, yeah, that's crazy. You see how fast they scrubbed his YouTube page? Boom, they took that stuff down quick. It was up and then it was down. They took it. Because he had a YouTube thing where he was a real estate agent, and he was talking about what he does, and next thing you know, it's gone. It was up. JLR had it, and then they took it down, but he still has it. They took all his stuff down. Can you hear us, Two Finger? Because we cannot hear you. If you can hear us, we cannot hear you. And everything's on. Your mic's on. Oh, did they? I'll have to go there, Kim. Thank you. Kim said Gateway Pundit put his videos on their Rumble channel, Rumble page. Oh, I wish Two Finger. Hi, Denise. Welcome in. I wish he could. I wonder if he can even see chat, because I would like to tell him that he must have his mic on mute or turned all the way down or something, because we cannot hear him. And if I had a phone number or something, I could text him and tell him, but I can't. He's just watching us, so I put it in chat, but I don't know if he's even reading chat.
Las Vegas is kind of up in the air. They say it's not a sanctuary city, but their policies seem to support it.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow. Tina, why are you so quiet?
So I was there last year.
I'm just thinking.
It sure seemed like a sanctuary city. With all the, you could see all the immigrants running around.
Right. Maybe he's just watching. Maybe he's just trying to figure it out. Because he did a stream today. I sent him a video on how to go with StreamYard.
Yeah.
So he said he got it. So, and he did go live for a little while. And he did good. You could hear him. The video was clear. It was great. He did a good job. Much clearer than mine. He's got it. He must have a heck of a camera because his is super clear. He's got a good picture on there. I see him talking, but I don't know if he's not paying attention to YouTube or to the screen or not. I'm getting me another monitor after I buy me a coffee pot. Because guess what, Tina?
What?
My Keurig quit working. I'm sad.
Heck yeah, multiple monitors is great.
Yeah, I think.
Shoots on one.
Right. Yeah, so I think I'm going to look at some tomorrow and see how much they are. Because I don't need a fancy one. I just need one that'll make me a cup of coffee without having to use my bun. But I did get the bun out and used it today. So, Two Finger can't talk. Tina's mute, so I guess it's just you and me, Cliff.
Yeah.
Nobody, nobody else knows how to talk. Tina, sound out your syllables. Those are your vowels.
Here.
Okay. But you aren't talking. Is there a reason? Hey, at least you're here, right? So that may. Anybody else want to come up? I'll put the link up for you. We need everybody's opinion on this. We need to know.
If I speak, then your channel may get hurt, so I'm just keeping my thoughts to myself about this.
If my channel gets hurt, we will go to Rumble. I'm tired of being quiet. Let me see. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Invite. Here we go. Anybody want to chat? Come on up.
So see, chat, I can control myself.
I don't know. I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of being afraid to talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, nobody's going to know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Two Finger left again.
You sound like me. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm tired of not. Daily events we can't even talk about because they will ban you. They will give you a strike. They will do this. They will do that. It's ridiculous. It's daily news. So nobody wants to come up. Come on, Tamara, come on, Tamara Root. You can come up. You don't have to show your face. You see Tina's got her little line right there. You can do the same thing. No, I don't hear any echoing. Astua does, from Tina and Party Bonza. Yeah, I don't hear any. Here comes Two Finger again. Let's see if he's got it. Well, now he's got his picture off. Remove solo mute, edit mic and settings. Let's see where his mic's at. Oh, it's fine. Where'd he go? Oh, I guess he left again. All right. So I guess, I know they canceled the game. They're going to play the game tomorrow, I guess. And I heard the National Guard is there. I mean, why now? But I guess they were finding, IUDs around the area, something like that. Some kind of bomb or something, or I forget what they called it, that they were running to. And so they just had the National Guard. They called them in to try to find, I guess that guy planted them in the city somewhere.
No, it was a woman and 3 guys.
Oh, that's right, Tina. I
They
forgot
had a
about
video
that.
of them.
Yeah. They were being planted throughout the city, so the National Guard is there now. Looking for that stuff. So that's crazy. Just crazy. Come on, Kim, come on up. Kim is a YouTube sensation or an X sensation or a Gateway Pundit sensation. Yeah. They're
She's
taking
an
all of her
Elon Musk.
yeah, Elon Musk stuff. He's going to send her a free satellite. She won't even have to pay for it. Oh, and probably a car too.
I will get to the bottom of this situation.
Tina, they say you're echoing. Tina is echoing. I don't see nothing wrong here, Tina. Let's see. Edit mic. No, your echo cancellation. What is that? Do not turn this off unless your guest has a high quality microphone. You have a high. You still have your headphones on?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because if you put those on, I have to take this off of here. I didn't know that. Noise suppression and/or gain control. Reduce music in the background or mic background. Well, you're all set, so I don't know what's going on.
You were back. Hang on.
Okay, party.
Bring me a snack back when you come back.
Ooh, I ate a snack just before I came on. I ate some mint chocolate chip ice cream. I'll be glad when it's gone, because I'll eat it every day until it's gone. I'm going to go to the doctor tomorrow and he's going to be like, where did this 5 pounds come from? I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too. Yeah, I don't want an electric car. No electric car for me. Gas powered.
Whenever I lose weight, Sky says she finds it.
Well, I don't know anybody that lost weight, but whoever did, I found it. And it's because the holidays, I always want to eat things I'm not supposed to. All right, Estu, we love you. God bless you. Stay safe, smile at a stranger, write a J6er, and always be kind. And give your little girl a hug and a kiss for us. You know what, Kim, I probably would too. I'd sell it and get me something I would get me an RV. Because I just know someday before I die, I'm probably going to be homeless and I'm going to need it. Just a feeling I have. Did y'all hear about the in China hacking our what did they hack the money people with the money?
You won't never be homeless. You always got placed in my home.
You never know. You just never know. They hacked our what is it? Oh, thank you anyway, Tina. You're so sweet. They hacked our. Golly, I hate when I can't remember a word. It's where we keep all our money at. They hacked it. So they said. I'm going to have to look it up because I can't remember the word. Where the Social Security checks come from and all that stuff. Darn it. Sometimes I feel... No, sometimes I feel like a real dummy. China. Treasury Department. China. Yes, thank you, Kim. National Deb for Freedom said they hacked our pockets. That's a good one, Deb. The Treasury. So, thank God I already got my check. I hope everybody gets theirs. It's crazy. Mar-a-Lago? No, not Mar-a-Lago. So, I think we should all pray for America, pray for American citizens, pray for the president, Donald John Trump.
They don't want to mess with that book.
Yeah, and can somebody please answer me why I think it's ridiculous that a president is elected and he can't take office immediately. He's got to wait until the 20th, which gives the other people just time to ruin the country before they leave.
Amen.
I don't understand that. Because Biden's not even around. Where is he? He wasn't even here. That now he went. Where did he go? He went somewhere. And he came back. And now he's at Camp David. He's not doing anything. And where's Harris? Where is Harris?
I told you it's not him. It's his people.
That's true. It is his people. He doesn't know what he's doing. They just.
He don't know a darn thing. They send him out so they can do all the damage.
Yep. I believe that. It has been the worst. Wait, I think once they get elected, they should go in. Forget this wait till the 20th of the month. You're elected, you're in. Because he got stopped on selling the border wall. The Supreme Court put a stop to that. They said, no, you can't sell that. So, and whoever he was selling it to was giving it right back to Trump. So, we're going to get it back anyway, for the most part. Some people probably bought it and sold it, but yeah, after all the destruction. And weren't they complaining that that Trump was going to try to do everything that they're doing? Trump was going to do it. Watch out, people, Trump's going to do it. And they're the ones doing it. They are going to try. Yeah, hypocrites, there's that word. They're going to keep going all the way up until the minute. And I agree with what Trump said about Johnson. Just elect him. Be done with it. We can get rid of him later, but we don't have time to mess around. So stop being stubborn and let's look at the country and let's take care of our country. Yeah, they do. They want it, but yet they want it on their terms, He's going to be a dictator. And so has anybody heard anything from Nancy Pelosi? Has she already skipped the country? Because she broke her hip.
Don't mention her name.
Why? Are you related to her?
Ask him.
Why, Kim? Oh, Kim's not in here anymore. Oh, does something happen to the channel if you mention her name?
No, it's a bad spot for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think she's gone. I think she's hopefully at Gitmo. I don't know. My daughter said today, which totally cracked me up, because my daughter is not a conspiracy theorist. She's just not. She said, she texted me, or no, she texted, and she said, "Did you see Biden today?" She gets mad. Does she get mad? Okay, well, we won't mention her. But my daughter texts me, and she never talks politics. It's just something she doesn't do, and it cracks me up. She said, "Did you see Biden today?" I said, yes, I did. She said, he didn't even answer questions. And she goes, at this point right now, I don't even know if that's really him. She said, because in movies, Mom, they can make people look different, get rid of somebody and bring somebody else in. And I'm like, oh, she must have went down that rabbit hole I went down. I was so proud of her. It was great. She says, I don't think it's him. I'm like, yeah, maybe. I said, maybe he's already gone bye-bye. but she's never said anything like that to me. She's just really, for someone who's never been in politics, she's just very upset about what's going on, especially with what happened New Year's Day. Just, with New Orleans and then the Trump Tower, she's just very disturbed by all of it. I've never seen her so talkative about things. She said, that's why I don't like people. That's why I'm antisocial. That's why I don't go nowhere. She is antisocial. She said, I don't have YouTube. I don't have Facebook. She has I don't even know if she has an email, to be honest. She has no social media whatsoever. She hates it. Hi, Sean. I saw you were live earlier. Tina, did Sky like her? I know she likes the kitty cats, but the other one, the different, what is it, like elephants and things like that?
Yeah, she likes any kind of animal.
Okay. I figured I'd get her one that was, send her one that's just for kids, for younger, help them learn how to do it. For the kitty cat one, I mean, those coasters are going to be nice, but I think the other ones are coasters too, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
like it.
Yeah, I think they're both coasters. Cool. So we can't talk about her, the lady, the old hag.
It would be very wise.
We can't talk about nothing. Nothing. I want to talk about it.
Let's talk about the weather.
Okay, is it snowing where you're at?
No, but if it does, I'm sending it to Kim.
You're going to send it to Kim? Well, Kim, does it... When I was in Alabama, I was in Talladega, it snowed. It didn't stick to the road, but it stuck to the yard. It wasn't a lot. All the snow we got yesterday's gone. They would probably have to shut your state down, wouldn't they, Tina?
Probably, I guess.
All right, Sean, you can come up, but you have to watch what you say because I don't want to be taken down. You know what I mean? I'm there it is, Sean. I'm bad enough. Discord, there's a lot to do in Discord to make sure it's safe. You want to keep it to where nobody can hack it. So Trina's going to help me. We were going to do it today, but I didn't get home in time today. Did you get it, Sean? I put it in there, didn't I? Is that the right one? Yeah. So once we get StreamYard, then we can talk about anything we want to. We can even do voice chat if we want to. Oh, whoa, really? Oh, see, that's not good. That's not good. Welcome in, Sean.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I am doing pretty good.
All right, let me...
Hey, Sean.
Hi.
How was your stream, Sean?
It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah, I'll turn my camera on so you can see me. You know it's legit. If I can figure out it. There you go.
Yep, it's you.
I'm just make sure you know it's me.
Yeah. Well, the other night it wasn't you.
Yeah, no. I know it wasn't.
Kim, that's dangerous with all that ice on the utility, the power lines and stuff. That's not dangerous. My friend called me this morning or texted me this morning and said that she didn't have no water, and I'm like, we thought it froze up because it was pretty cold last night, and she's like, come to find out, she texted me later and she's like, because I said, hey, I can bring you some water out in jugs and stuff, and she's like, no, we're gonna go to Rob's sister's. I'm like, okay. So she texted me later and she said that it wasn't froze up, that the breaker went off, was kicked off at nighttime. So she got up and just assumed it was froze because it was so cold out. I don't know why it would have, it kicked the well off, the pump to the well is what it did, so. Because she lives out in the country.
Well, it's 29 degrees here.
I don't know what it is here. Good night, Tamira. Love you. God bless you. Stay safe.
And let us say Happy New Year's, everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year. Oh, daggone it. Where's my weather? I have the hardest time. Oh, duh. Let's see. It is 26.
Oh,
But
but
it-
not bad.
But it feels like 10.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Sucks.
So what are you doing there, Tina? Eating candy?
I'm being good.
Oh, that wasn't a question. Well, I asked you, what were you eating?
Oh. Nothing yet.
Nothing
yet?
The dogs were supposed to bring me a snack, but we forgot.
You see that Party Bonds? He's got a nice piano back there. Could you go play us a song?
Yeah.
Who?
Party Bonza, look at his background. Got a nice
Yeah, look
piano.
at it.
That's a,
You're
is that
asking
a,
me to
that's
play
a grand,
song?
no, I'm asking him to. That's a grand or a baby grand.
Yeah, it's pretty nice back there.
Yeah. 36 there, feels like 30. Yeah, that's cold. It's 10. And it's only
I
because
can
it's
play
windy.
spoons.
You can play spoons? Can you really play spoons? I think that's cool if you can. I know people that can. I would love to play spoons.
My grandpa taught me.
Yeah, that's cool. I think that's awesome. Spoons is good. I can play the drums. I tried to learn how to play the guitar, but to me it was boring. I didn't really care for it. I play the keyboard a little bit, but not very much. But I can play the drums.
So, Gator Girl, are you very good with cars?
How to?
I'm somewhat, depends on what it is. I was married to a mechanic for 18 years, and I was 9 months pregnant, ready to pop a kid out, and I was out in the garage helping him pull a motor.
Would you be able to figure out what year, make, and model of the vehicle is by the tail light, the headlight?
The newer cars probably, but the older cars like the 67, 68s, I always forget what year they changed all that. But I always know what the car is.
I plan on doing one this weekend at the Mercedes.
Oh yeah, you do Mercedes. I don't know anything about them kind of cars. I know Chevrolets, Fords, Dodge, Chryslers. Yeah, all the old cars from the 60s up through the early 80s.
Cause you know Jericho wanted the Mercedes. I think some a van.
Oh yeah, my sister just got one of those, a Mercedes van. I don't. Or actually, it's an SUV, not a van.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about the new cars. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't like the new technology.
I don't like the way they look. Just give me a 67 Mustang or a 68 Dodge Dart GTS or a 69 Charger. Give me them 60s and 70s and I'm happy. Party Bonza looks frozen in time. Denise says you look frozen in time. Party Bonza?
Huh.
Maybe he
Yeah,
is.
it does that. I don't know why.
Okay. Well, he's talking, so he's not frozen, so that's good.
I like old cars. Old cars, man, are easy to work on.
They are.
A lot easier. These new technology, it's just like all crammed in.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the new stuff. I can change plugs. I can change wires. I
That's
can.
good.
I can change tires. I can change my oil. I can brakes. I can do brakes.
I'm very proud of you because there's a lot of people these days that don't even do the basic stuff.
I didn't have a choice. I had to learn how to do it because we had our business and he didn't have help, so I had to help him do things. And do you also know the best thing to put down for an oil spill is cat litter?
Yep, cat litter.
Don't buy that expensive stuff they try to sell you at automotive places. Get a bag of cat litter.
Yeah, the same. Cat litter stuff works about better. But
Yeah, it works, and it's about $20 cheaper.
Yeah, it's called oil dry.
Yeah, oil dry's too expensive. Cat litter works.
Yeah.
Cheap cat litter. $5 10-pound bag for $5.
I'm glad that you're able to figure this out with this YouTube that we're actually got the names, the pictures changed.
Yeah. Yeah, I finally figured it out. It took me a little bit, but I was bound and determined to do it.
Yeah. Not me. I would have quit by now.
I have patience.
Oh, you do.
I do. I have well, I come from a big family and I was the second to oldest kid, so I had to have patience. The echo is awful.
Yeah, it is very bad enough.
I'm the only one that doesn't have an echo? Let me check everybody's stuff. Edit mic. Alright, let's try that one. We'll set everybody's at the same. Let's see, Party Bonza, where's his? Right there. Edit mic. Okay, that one's the same. Where's Tina?
I'm here.
Let's edit mic. All right.
I'm just listening to our conversation from earlier.
Well, how's the weather, Tina?
Very chilly.
What's chilly to you?
Everybody is everybody's mics are all set on the same thing now.
They are?
I said everybody's on. Well, trying to get it right in the studio. Let me check my settings down here. Camera, audio, communication, speakers.
Like a lot of people think that 60 degrees only is cold. Is not.
That's good, Gator.
Huh?
You fixed his.
All right, I fixed his.
Yeah.
How's it sound now, Kim? Not off yet. How did Party Bonza talk?
Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
You can't
Peter.
hear me.
Your volume went really low.
Oh.
Oh boy.
All right, let me turn it up. Oh no, I don't want that one. Let's see. Where's mine? Settings. Camera. That's on the right thing. It should be. Is it better now?
A little better, yeah.
All right.
Seemed it was louder before.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let me turn it up some here. How's that?
It's okay. Let me turn
It's not loud though, is it?
It's not loud.
Is that better?
A little better. No, it's not better. Say something again.
Is it any better now?
No, that was worse.
Oh, jeez. Louise, what's going on here? Okay, hold on.
Now I can barely hear you.
What's it sound like now?
Can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Can't hear you.
Oh my God. Well, it shows my mic's working.
That's better.
Okay, that works. All right. I had to shut off the stereo audio.
Still really low because I have my volume turned all the way up on my laptop now.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see, general. Orientation settings are disabled while live, whatever that. Oh, okay. Those are all set. I don't know. I don't know why it does it. Can you hear me, Tina?
Loud and clear.
Sean, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
All right, hold on, Party Bonds. Let's see.
Well, then that's it. Then just leave it like that.
Well, I was looking to see if that's the mic. Yeah, I don't know. Who's eating?
What?
It's not me.
Tina?
I hear it crunching.
Yeah, it's Tina over there.
God bless you, Kim. We love you. Happy New Year.
I'm not
I hope-
eating.
I
Yeah,
heard
okay.
it. crunch-
Yeah, you can't hide it from us.
I heard it. I heard it.
Me too.
I promise I wasn't not
Echoes are
eating.
gone. Yay. Yay, yay. Sean is making a terrible cracking.
Really?
See? It wasn't
yours-
me.
Oh.
Turn yours down just a little bit, your volume. Just a little bit, Sean.
Okay, I'll turn it down. Down. It's down. Can you hear me better?
The crackling is Tina. She has snacks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Sean, you're fine.
Yeah, I blame
No,
Tina.
it wasn't.
Oh, Tina, it's okay. You know, we all love you still.
It sounded like a bag, like you were eating out of a bag.
Yeah.
No.
She's
Maybe
probably eating a
it
bag of
was-
cheese. She's probably
I
eating a
am
bag of
thinking
chips.
about what I'm going to, though, here in a
Maybe
little
it
bit.
was Party Bonza because he's over there with a big old grin on his face. Or maybe it was Sean. It wasn't me. Y'all can see me.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see Sean too. Or we can see Party Bonza too. So wasn't him or I because you guys could see us. Oh, it was Deb for Freedom said it was you. It was you, Sean.
Was
Because
me.
Because when the noise was happening, your little thing was lighting up, moving.
See, and I get blamed for everything. Here I am innocent.
Deb's got your back. Deb's got your back.
I'm
Well, did
getting
everybody-
my wrong.
Did everybody enjoy their New Year's Eve yesterday?
I sure did. I didn't
That's
do
good.
nothing.
Now we gotta go stay positive and go forward in life. We cannot give up. Even
I'll
happened
never-
yesterday.
We'll never give up.
We can never give up. Even happened in New Orleans. They got pray everybody in New Orleans and pray Kriba at the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas too.
Yeah, and who knows what's going to happen tonight? We'll be surprised tomorrow morning when we get up.
I don't know. It's, to me, I know everybody has their own opinion. I gotta watch it. Everybody has their own opinion. I think it's all together.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, they're in on it. That's for sure.
I don't think it just was separate. I think that's all tied together. I think there's a reason why they're doing this too. That's
I
just
know
my
there's-
opinion.
I know. Yeah, these are just opinions. These are not facts. These are opinions. Everybody's got opinion.
Yep.
Just like everybody has an a-hole. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Opinions are like a-holes. Everybody's got one. I didn't curse, Tina, because I don't curse. I said a-hole. So listen, speaking of a-hole, when I was a little kid, my parents cursed so bad, but of course we weren't allowed to. So I would always call my brother an a-hole, and then
Yeah.
he would call me a b-hole. And
So
I never
I-
knew what a b-hole was. And then my dad, he's like, "You guys need to stop doing that." He said, "What is an a-hole, Vicky?" So I told him, and then my brother, he told my brother, he said, "And Rick, what is a b-hole?" And I go, "Yeah, what is a b-hole?" And he said, "It's a bitch hole." And I'm like, he cursed. And Dad said, "You did too." I said, "Dad, that's not a bad word. It's a donkey."
So I've been around a lot of truckers, so I got a bad trucker mouth.
Yeah, I've never really been a curse. I don't really cuss. I never have. It's something I just never did. But kids nowadays, young adults, MF this, MF that, MF
Yeah.
this, and it drives me. They will talk to their parents like that.
Now, are you like me? I like country music. I like Christian music. I do not like rap music. I think rap music these days are just it's so downgrading. I don't like it.
I only listen to uh, Christian music. That's all I
Yeah.
listen to. Now, I used to
Now,
listen to a lot of country music, and I have listened to some rap back in my day where they were talking about selling crack and stuff like
yeah.
that. But it was good. I mean, the words were horrible, but the beat was great.
Now, back in your days, let's teach these people. A lot of these youngsters don't know that. It's yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am. That's a respectful thing. You always open the door to relay. Is that correct? Is that how
Yeah,
you're taught? Yeah, people
yeah.
don't know that. Everybody thinks it's you don't do nothing. Just walk it.
That's not
Even
true. That's not true, Sean. In the North, that's true, but in the South, you better say yes, ma'am. You better say no, ma'am. You better put that ma'am in there. I don't care if you live in the South. You better use that. All my
Right.
nieces and
I have
nephews
to
in the
jump on the
South.
people over that.
Yeah, my nieces and nephews in the South and Florida and Tennessee. Oh yeah, they use that. They're very respectful. If they answer their mom and like the kids up here do and say, "Yeah, mom's coming after you," you better say, "Yes, ma'am."
that's why I tell these kids these days. You know, when you say hey, I say hey for horses. That's how I always find them. If you say hey to me, I'm responding to you. Hey for
Well,
horses.
because the kids nowadays aren't taught that. That's the thing is they don't have the grandparents around anymore to teach them. Because I learned that from my grandparents. I didn't learn that from my parents because my parents were well, my parents were divorced when I was 9, and all the rest of the men in my life that my mom brought in, they were just horrible people. So if it wasn't for my grandparents on my dad's side, I would have never learned how to be respectful.
My
I would
mom
have
and
ended up
dad
just like them.
My mom and dad used to think I was disrespectful because my grandma and grandpa would keep me a whole lot, and they would teach me saying yes sir, no ma'am, like that to them.
Hmm.
And whenever I went home, my dad would say something to me, and I'll say yes sir. He said, "You're being smart with me," and
Yeah.
he would jump me. He would get on to me for saying it, but that's the way I spent more time with my grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, I didn't make my kids say yes, the sir and the man thing, but they were still respectful. They didn't get mouthy or anything like that because well, they already knew what would happen. But uh, kids nowadays are just. I have friends who have grandkids that are the most mouthiest things. My grandson is 23; he'll be 24, and to this day, he has never ever said a curse word in front of me. I don't even know if he cusses. I honestly don't know because
That's
I've
like
never
my
heard it.
nephew.
I've never heard it from him. That's how much he respects me. If he cusses around his buddies and stuff, and then he
Yeah.
doesn't around me, that's how much he respects me, and I appreciate that. My kids, my son, they don't curse. They never cursed in front of me. They just didn't do it. Just was something they didn't do. Crazy. Now sometimes my youngest one will, but
You know, I
she's
I
realize
from.
would say little cuss words. Like, little cuss words. There's
Like,
little cuss words and then there's big cuss words. I say
well,
the little cuss
well,
words like shit.
don't ever curse God. Don't say God's name in vain. Don't
No,
say Jesus' name in vain.
I
The
say
rest
the
of
yeah.
the
little
words
ones.
we
Like
have
the
made
curse
up.
goddamn
Yeah.
little ones.
No, no. Uh, don't say like don't. I mean, you can say I don't even know because I don't curse at all. So, but there are people around me who do. They'll say the S word, and I just say crap. I don't say the S word, but some people do. But please, the taking God's name in vain, I can't. That
No, never.
Yeah.
as soon as I hear someone say that, I always say, "Forgive them, God," because they have no idea what they're saying.
You get people talk, yo, what's up? Like all this. You don't talk like that, man. Just talk natural wise.
Well, it's the generation. It's the like when I was a teenager, we said peace. What's up? Peace. Peace. Everything was peace and man, that's so cool. So we talk
Mine
like
was yo, yo.
yeah. It's just a generational thing. It's just something that every generation that comes along has different words. Good night, Deb for Freedom. We love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful sleep. We don't. Tina has snacks. I think she does, Denise. I think she does.
Denise, I can't see chat, but you're supposed to have my back. You're my backup, and here you are bad mouthing me when I can't see.
You know
I
what,
will watch
Jerry?
the replay and catch what you say.
I can leave chat off on replay if you'd like, Denise. Cherry, you're right. You're right. I think things are going to get a whole lot worse before they get better.
Yes.
Even after the 20th, they're going to get bad. I hope that we love you, Deb. I hope that that they have the National Guard there on the 20th. I pray, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will because you know who's in charge, right? And everybody's like, it's Trump's fault because he didn't have the National Guard on January 6th. It's not up to the president. They have to, he offers it to them. It's up to them if they take it. But there's so many people that don't understand how the government works. Or they do and they don't really care.
My opinion, that's what they're going to do, and they're gonna. It's not gonna be easy transaction. They're trying to make sure that that he's not able to serve him. That's what they're trying to do. They're making his 4 years terrible. That's what scares me.
Yeah. And then did you hear the guy with the antlers, the J6er was going to testify and say that Trump told him to go there? And why would he do that? He know if that's true.
The
If it's true.
shaman?
Yeah. If that's
Oh
true.
no! Don't tell. No.
I heard that, but I don't know if it's true. I don't know. Why would he do that? He was the one was telling everybody to be calm. President Trump said it's time to go home. Let's go home. So I'm just hearing Jacob, what's his name? Jacob something? Jacob, I forget his name. Jacob something.
Oh, the guy with the horn?
But they call him the Charmin or whatever you call it.
Yes. Somebody said that he was going to testify.
He was running for office in Arizona.
Was he? Well, he's already out, so why would he even bother? I mean,
right.
Oh, yeah, Chansley. That's who it is. Yes, Chansley. Jacob Chansley. I don't know why he would even do that. Turn against his country.
Yeah.
I hope it's not true. I really do, but I guess we'll see.
Oh, no, there's a lot of people stirring up things. You have to do your research. I found that out.
There's a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon, too. You know that?
You got to do your research.
You're right, Tina. You have to research. And I do see there's a lot of fake patriots these days are claiming to be Trump supporters, and they're out there putting out rumors and lies and things like that. And it all needs to stop. Needs to start telling people the truth there.
Yeah, and you know what else is that people are doing? There's a lot of people who talk so bad about the J6ers. I mean, they didn't care about the J6ers, but now all of a sudden they want to be part of it.
Yeah.
Why? To me, that's not right. You didn't support any of them these last 4 years. Why all of a sudden now you want to jump on the bandwagon? You want your name in the lights? No, I'm sorry, you didn't support them.
Like some people's getting mad at Trump over this, and I'll probably get some hate from what I'm about to say. But Trump said that he was going to review each one of the J6ers, and do it right. Yeah. Not just do a blanket pardon on everybody, because there was some people in there with the BLM and all these instigators in there. Yeah. I don't think they should get a pardon. They're the ones who instigated it. These innocent ones who were just standing there or walked in because the police let them in. Yeah, they need to be pardoned. But the ones that was instigating it and breaking glass, which they've done served their time, I know, but a blanket pardon on all of them, I I don't
But
really agree.
I agree with that. I do, because there were already people already there before anybody else got there,
Yep.
and those were the instigators.
Like
Yep.
Ray Epps, he needs his butt underneath the jail in
yeah.
my book because he was the main one, but then he didn't get no time or nothing.
All right, so we just got this in from Denise. She said, I have to throw this info in. Arrested on December 17th. Guy with 150 plus bombs on his farm released on a $25,000 bond. What the H? Google it. Happened in Virginia. Really? That is crazy. So did they, okay, what kind of bombs? And did they confiscate the bombs? Who confiscated them, and where are those bombs?
I saw a picture of that. There were little bombs about I don't know, 4 or 5 inches by an inch round, and they were packed in a bunch of ammo cans.
Really?
Yeah, like 150 of them. They were very small bombs.
So I wonder where they're at.
And then
This
I
was
read the
in-
story. It was over. He committed some kind of crime back on December 17th, and they went in on a search warrant to hunt for a rifle, and then that's when they found all of those bombs.
Wow. But he was released on a $25,000 bond. So that only cost him what? $2,500 to get out.
And they wouldn't give the grandma J6.
Yeah.
Lord of
Yeah,
mercy.
they wouldn't release any of the J6ers. They held them in.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
that's cool. So yeah, I agree, Tina. I don't think it should be a blanket pardon. I think they should, and unfortunately,
Case.
it's gonna take forever for him to get out. Exactly.
Not necessarily, because Trump's been working on this for a while. He probably already has an idea who he wants out and who.
Right.
And he
Let's hope so.
probably
Yeah.
already knows.
Yeah.
So it won't be like 2-3 years down the road. No, it's gonna be soon. But I'm thinking with him, and I know people's been giving him a bad rep over it, but I agree with him.
Yeah, I don't think the bad people should, like you said, that started it all and caused it all, should even be let out. They should not be pardoned whatsoever. That's like pardoning Hunter Biden.
Now, what do you guys think about I think it would be awesome that they release all of the J6 videos to show the American people, to give the American people their chance opportunity to see the truth, and let the American people make up their own mind.
Oh, I agree 100%. They should.
It needs to be done.
They should release those. They should release Epstein. They should release the Diddy files, all of them.
Yeah, I mean, it all needs to be done. I know some people might think Mike Johnson, we should keep Mike Johnson. I don't like him because, I mean, he lied to the American people.
I don't like Mike Johnson either, but if we keep dicking around,
we need to keep them in there to get Trump in. And then after Trump gets in, they can do whatever the crap they want to him.
Yeah, but for right now,
Right
we
now,
don't have
we need
time
him
to
in
get
there.
rid of him and get another one in there, because that's what the Democrats want us to get rid of him and then take too much time trying to get another one. And then guess who steps back into power? Not Trump. He can't be sworn in. Biden stays in power. That's what they're pushing for. So keep him, and then we can take care of him after Trump gets in.
Right.
People don't understand that. They're like, oh, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him neither. I think he's a rhino. He had that whatever they just voted on. He had that for months, and he should have already put it out, but he didn't. He waited until the end of the year to do it. Oh, well, we got to do this. Just pass it. Just pass it. He was in on that 1,500 page thing. That's bull. We don't need somebody like that.
Yeah, because some they all want raises.
Yeah, they get a $7,000 a month raise for doing nothing, And people like me on our retirement get $37. And then if you get any extra help from the government, they start taking that away little by little. And by the time they get done deducting or raising whatever on you, then you come up with $1 raise. That's crazy. My sister lost her Medicaid, and of course she could afford to lose it because she lives in government housing and she pays $450 a month, and that leaves her $900 a month to blow. I said, what do you want Medicaid for? Just pay your $194 a month for Part B and whatever, $2 for your prescriptions. You're still going to have $700 left over. I said, I don't have that. I said, by the time you don't pay electric or nothing, you just pay rent. Everything's included with it. I pay my rent, I pay my electric, I pay my gas, I pay my water, I pay all everything. So I said, I don't get Medicaid, so I don't think you should either. And I'm sorry, but you shouldn't. So she's had Medicaid for the last 3 years, and she's paid $450 a month for rent for 3 years. She had $900 a month left over, and she never saved a dime of it. I don't get it.
Anybody's power bills went up. Let me tell you, mine's tripled, and me and Sky haven't done anything any different. I got my power bill, and I was like, "What the crap?"
Mine, I don't know because I'm on the budget, and it's 105 a month, and then on my gas, it's 86 a month. So I get on the budget for them, and then at the end of when spring comes, then I have a pay up month, and I got to catch up if I'm behind on. Because if I had to pay my gas bill right now is $86 is my budget, and when the bill comes, I look on what the real bill is, and it's like $175. And so I just went on the budget for them because I was on PIPP, but then they took it away from me because I got a raise, so I just pay it myself. I mean, it was like $84 and then $94 and a month, but I just pay it. It's crazy.
Mine was $123 a month for God. Probably a good year. Yeah, a good year. It's been like that. I mean, it'll go up $1 or $2 and go down $1 or $2 back and forth like that. But last month it jumped up to $223. This month I got it and it was $372.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, Sky, honey, what have you been doing? Your mama ain't done nothing.
I keep everything off. Like right now, everything's off in my house except this room right here. I got TV in here, TV in my room, TV in the front room. And I don't have them all on. I leave everything off. You go out there, it's so dark in my house out there, but I don't care because I can't afford a big bill. Now, I always get ripped off by my water bill. The water always rips me off because last month it was $86, and the month before it was $64, and the month before that it was $86. Guess what it is this month? It's back to $64. The next month it'll go up to $86.
Mine's $42.99 a month. Mine stays the same.
Not mine. I wish mine did. I do. I mean, it's just me. I live here alone, and it's $64 a month and some change, or $86 a month and some change. Whatever they want to charge you. They don't like to see me coming into city council meetings because I run my mouth about the water bill. And now they're taking over our electric, so hopefully my electric bill doesn't go up. I hope.
Bidenomics, I tell you.
Yeah, that's what Sherry said. Her water bills are low. It's her electric that kills her. I hope mine doesn't. Mine's higher in the wintertime than it is in the summer, or higher in the summer than it is in the winter because I run the air conditioner, the central air. But my gas
mine stays about the same even in summer or winter because we're sort of neutral in there. We don't get too extreme cold or too extreme hot. I mean, we're right there in the middle.
Yeah.
So mine pretty much stays the same all year round. But for the last 2 months, I was like, good Lord.
You better get a job, Tina. Better get 2 of them.
What about 3 of them?
Okay, 3 of them. I can't wait till when is it? Let me see. October, November, December, January, February, March, April. I can't wait till May.
What
I
is
can go.
every gas price now by you?
Couldn't tell you. Last time I got gas, I go through I get my gas at UDF, and I'm one of their members. I got one of their cards. And then every Wednesday, they always throw up a freebie. And last Wednesday, they threw up 30 cents off a gallon of gas for the day. So I had 6 cents off anyway. So I got 37 cents off a gallon. It was like $2 and I don't know, 70 some cents or something, I think.
Ours
Again.
is 208 a gallon.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Oh,
is.
that's not bad. Right now it's what 3.29 a gallon here, so it's not bad.
Yeah, let me look and see. Because I don't get gas very often. I don't go anywhere. I probably put a year on my car. I probably put about 700 miles a year on my car. I don't go nowhere.
And then if I go to Speedway, I got like a membership card there, and I get 10 cents off a gallon if I
Yeah.
use my card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the best thing
I don't
to
like
do.
Speedway gas, man. I don't like their gas.
I either get Kroger or UDF because I have their cards and I can get it cheaper.
I get Texaco.
Do I really, Texaco? I don't think we have any. Uh, yeah, we don't have any, like, we don't have Sohio or we don't have the big gas stations. We just have High Miler and UDF and Speedway and Circle K and Kroger.
Do you
We
have
got
do
Chevron.
Yeah, we don't have that.
you have Pilot there?
Nope.
No, not here. Not around me
Because
anyway.
you get 10 cents off per gallon there too.
I live in a small town. We have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gas stations.
Yeah.
Well, we only had two grocery stores really in my town.
Grocery stores, we have one. The other one's Kroger or the other one's Walmart, and I don't go there.
Do you ever use Gas Buddy? That's what I use, Gas Buddy, and that tells you where all the gas prices are.
I have seen that, but how come I can't get the? It's not
Yeah,
giving me
I use Gas Buddy so I could know what gas prices if it's cheap or high nearby me or where I go.
right.
They'll tell.
Let's see. All right, so our gas is
Denise, I'm getting me a piece of candy if you hear anything now.
$3.29 at Kroger.
Not bad.
it
Tinder's the
is
cheapest
bad.
one. Tinder's cheaper still.
I still think it should be like it was when I was a kid, and it was like 35 cents a gallon.
Yeah, but Tinder's cheaper right now, so not that bad.
All right, so at $2.65 at one of the gas stations. UDF is $2.65. Moto Mart is $2.87. Duke is $3.19. Kroger is $3.27, or Circle K is $3.27. And that's it. Circle K is $3.29. Speedway is $3.29.
Well, about diesel, because diesel right now is $3.86 a gallon here.
I don't even know if anybody sells diesel, to be honest. Let me look. They might. I don't know. That's just. I guess that's just regular. Nobody says nothing about diesel. I don't know. I mean, I know we
got a
somebody
thing
does.
where if you pay cash, it's cheaper than if you pay with a card.
Really?
Yeah, it is. I have that
Really?
same thing on there.
That's crazy.
If you go
We
if
never
you
had
see a
that.
sign,
So.
they'll tell you there'll be like a sign that says if you pay cash, this is the price. But if you pay with a card, you pay this price. They tell you.
Denise said she's not driving anywhere till Trump gets in.
Yeah.
And Darlene said their gas is $2.59 a gallon. I only go to the Kroger and I go to the doctor, and that's it. I go nowhere.
Mm.
I don't go out and I wanted to go out and show Christmas lights, but man, gas is too expensive to do that. So I didn't do that. I can't afford to do that. So plus I have an oil leak and I don't know. I don't want my car to stop running. I
Yeah,
still
you don't
think
want that happen.
I
You
still
don't want
think
that.
I think it's in the oil pan. I think it's got a little hole in the oil pan. It's dripping out because it's not a big leak.
Duct
It's
tape.
not like a stream or anything. It's just like a drip. And I've checked my manifold and all that, and that there's nothing's leaking there, so it's got to be out of the oil pan or something.
276. Boy, that's not bad.
276. I think
Yeah,
that's
what?
all.
I'm looking at your chat there, reading the chat there, Denise.
Yeah.
276.
Darlene's is 259.
Yeah.
Cherry's is 330. Yeah, that's pretty. Or no, that she said that's high to her. Yeah. Oh, it is high. Excuse me. 330. Where do you live at? You live on the West Coast there, Cliff?
Who?
No, I'm in
Cliff.
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
Yeah, where it's hot.
How much is your gas?
Right now, it's about 276, 279.
Is it?
But that's for regular gas.
Yeah. That's still high. I remember when I first started driving, my first car was a 67 Mustang. Nice car. And it was like maroon and had a black vinyl top, 2-seater, automatic on the floor. I could fill that car up for like $7 and take laps all weekend long. Not have to put no gas in it. Yeah, them days are over.
$20 would fill me up when I was younger.
Yeah.
I
don't
can't
know
wait for
what-
a car to get back in. Gas be cheaper, man. I can't wait.
Oh, Sherry, you had a 68 Camaro? I had a 69 Camaro SS.
SSL, really?
Yes, it was red. Oh my God, we're so
What's
pretty.
small block or big block?
Big block.
A big block?
Yeah, that was I was actually I traded in my 67 Mustang, which was just a regular Mustang, for a 72 Mach 1.
Oh,
And
yeah?
then I traded in the Mach 1 for the 69 Camaro SS.
You ever had a Nova? You have a Nova too?
I
SS
did have a
body?
Nova. I did. It wasn't an SS. It was just a Nova.
Just a Nova?
4-door. I didn't like it. It was, but it was nice. But then I traded my 69 Camaro for a 69 Dodge Charger RT with the 440 Magnum in it.
Oh, yeah?
That thing was sweet. It was
See,
sweet.
I love cars, man.
And then I sold it to a kid because I was pregnant, and I'm like, man, I don't need a car like this. So I sold it to a kid that I went to school with. I mean, he wasn't really a kid; he was my age, but we were young. And he wrapped it the first night he bought it. He wrapped it around a telephone pole. I'm like, dude, you cannot drive. You have to be careful with this car; it will get away from you. And he luckily he didn't hurt himself too bad, but he did ruin the car.
Man.
Yeah. And then I bought what did I buy? 68 Dodge Dart GTS. You ever have a car with a push button transmission?
No.
No, I did. I had it was a station wagon. It was a Dodge, golly, what was it called? It was just a beater. It was a Dodge, I forget what it was, but it was a station wagon, and you didn't have a gear shifter on it. You just pushed these little buttons off to the side. It was pretty cool.
You've ever driven like a Bronco, Ford Bronco, stuck on a tree?
I never drove. To this day, the only Fords I ever owned was the two Mustangs. It's one of my very first two cars. I've always
Yeah,
been a Chevy girl. Always
I
been a
drove,
Chevy.
I drove a Ford Bronco with a stick on a tree.
Oh no. I drove. You remember golly, I don't even remember what year it was. It looked just like it. Smokey and the Bandit,
Yeah,
Pontiac Trans
yeah.
Am. I had one of those. It was four on the floor. That was a pretty nice ride. Gas
My
hog.
mom did too.
Yeah, and that was about the time they came out too. And I bought it used. I think I only bought. I don't know. I started changing after I had my second kid because then I bought a 78 Monte Carlo. Had swivel bucket seats. It was nice ride, all leather. And then I bought my last car I bought that was kind of souped up that I liked was the '84 Monte Carlo SS. I loved that car. That was my last fast car. Rest of them were just not fast cars.
I love cars. I'm at this. My goal. I told them this year. I'm definitely doing a car shows. I'm going to car show this year. I
I
love
used to
cars.
take I had my 60, or no, I did have another Camaro. I had an '84 Camaro, Z28. I took it to car shows. And
Oh
my
yeah.
ex had a '69 Chevelle with a 396 or a 4. I forget what was in it. It was big. We took those to car shows all summer long. That was fun.
Yeah.
Wizzo, we used to call those early sports cars flea saucers because they were like tiny flying saucers zooming around the road. Yeah, they were fun. I outran a cop one time,
Oh yeah.
coming home at night in the Charger. Went into a cornfield and shut my lights off. And he just went right on by. It was great. I stayed in that field for so long because I was scared to death to back out of it that he would catch me. Finally, after about 30 minutes, I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go.
Okay,
I
now
wanted.
you don't have no reason to pick on me.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
wanted to
used
drive
to.
a Hellcat.
I have a friend that has a Hellcat. That
Oh
car,
yeah.
yeah, it's lime green.
I always
Uh,
wanted. I want to get one just to see how fast they are.
they're fast. They're fast. I don't think
Oh,
they're as fast as the '69 Charger I had, but they're
oh yeah.
fast.
I've been a Z06 Chevy and that Corvette there. It a convertible one. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I never had a Corvette. Everything I owned except for my two Mustangs have always been Chevys. Like right now, I got a 2012 uh, uh, Chevy Cruze LT1, LT2. Nice car,
Yeah.
not fast. It's just a 6 cylinder, so it's just like,
Yeah. Not bad.
but it's nice. It's sporty looking.
Hey, get you from A to B and C. It's all in that once in a while.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
And God has blessed you with four wheels. It's okay.
I do miss the old cars though, and the fun times we'd have taking laps uptown. We had two lanes
And
on each side, and we would drag race down the strip.
people don't realize back in the old days how cars are built so easy to work on, and now they're building cars so hard they're forcing you to take it to a dealership.
Yeah, I won't.
I
I'll
don't.
drive mine until I can figure it out myself. But it's too cold, and I'm not getting underneath it right now. I'll figure it out, and if it's the oil pan, I can get that fixed. So we'll see. Yeah, I used to be. As a matter of fact, my first car that wasn't my first car because I didn't when I drove my '67 Mustang, I didn't have a license. When I drove my '72 Mach 1, I didn't have a license. When I drove my '68 Dodge Dart GTS, I didn't have a license and I got popped. I was uptown taking laps and I was supposed to be at the laundromat, but I was uptown taking laps, and I went into the gas station and it had air shocks on it, and I wanted to jack it up just a little bit, so I did. So I pulled out of that gas station. The cop pulled me over and he said, "Can I see your license?" And I'm like, "I don't have one." He's like, "You've never had a license?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, never, ever. I go, no, but I got a permit. And he goes, yeah, well, that's not going to work. So I had to go to the police department and write it all up. And then I couldn't drive my car home. And I asked him, I said, why did you pull me over? He said, I saw you getting air in your air jack and you jacked it up too high. He said it was just too high. I'm like, damn. So he said, no, you can't drive it. And I said, oh, I'm not leaving my car sit uptown. So a friend of mine was going by and she come and got in my car and took it to the police department. And he said, now go home. Don't be driving the car. And I'm like, I'm not. She's going to take me home. Oh, no. So when we got outside, I'm like, get in your car with your friend and go. I'm taking my car home. So I did.
Yeah.
And I still drove it after that, but only got caught that one time. And then finally I went and got my license.
Where'd the Tina go?
She's here. Oh, no. Tina's gone.
She escaped from us.
She is. She's a turd. She is a turd. Yeah, so we used to have some fun when I was a kid. And that station wagon I had was all the windows were painted black, so you couldn't see in. And but back then we had drive-in movie theaters, and I would just a whole bunch of my friends would get in the back of the car, and I'd be the
Yeah.
only one, and we would just not pay for them, and I would just pay for me and my friend next to me. And that would be it. But man, everybody hopped in that car because we had it all laid down, and they got underneath. You couldn't see in there. It was great.
That's back in the old days. You remember, everybody used to know, like when the light turns on, they knew that was time to be home.
Oh
you
yeah.
don't, and it wasn't all this technology. Mom and dad want you to go and spend time with your friend, do things, and be very proactive in life.
Oh, I couldn't. We couldn't. We couldn't be in the house. We had to get out. Get out.
Yeah.
Go play. Go do something.
Yeah. Mom, dad, like, get out there, go do something. You can't be, oh, no, Mom, I'm gonna go play my phone today or play my computer. No, you're not.
Yeah, we
If you
didn't
do,
have that. We didn't even have a telephone. So also there was like where the town I grew up in, we had a curfew. If you
Yeah.
were 12 and under, you had to be in at 10 o'clock. If you were 16, 17 and under, you had to be in by midnight until you were 18. So you had curfew, and if you got picked up after curfew, you had to go to court, to juvenile court.
yeah.
So they don't have curfews anymore. They don't do that anymore. I mean, you could still sneak out because I did.
Let's see what
Yeah.
the chat's saying.
Wizzo wants to know if you had a Nintendo growing up.
No, I don't play with games. I don't play any type of games. I'm more using my hands. I don't play no games. I don't even play football. None of that stuff. I like working on cars, and I'm into politics. That's basically what I am into. Never game system. I think game systems is boring.
Well, you just have to regulate them. You just can't leave it be a babysitter for your kid, because my kids had Nintendo and Super Nintendo and all that, but it was regulated. You couldn't sit in front of there and play it all day. You had a time, 2 hours, an hour, whatever. That was it. That's all you had. So I didn't have video games. My kids did, and like I said, they were regulated. They didn't have laptops or computers or nothing when my two oldest ones were growing up. But when my youngest one was growing up, we finally did get a computer, but she could have cared less about it. She really wasn't into it. Sherry says she lived in a one-stop light town. Oh yeah, everybody knew everybody's kid. You were, and they called that was my town too. Yeah, they would call your parents, and you dare not disrespect the person that's accusing you of something, because they're an adult. You do not disrespect them. Your parent will believe them over you any day.
Yeah.
Tina, what are you doing? Why are you down
Hiding.
there? Oh,
She's hiding from us.
She's not hiding. She's not hiding. I just wish that more parents would spend time with their kids.
That's the thing. I think parents do need to spend more time with their kids there and teach them right to wrong.
And I understand parents have to work. It costs a lot more to live nowadays, but you don't really have to have all the things that you have because I didn't have it growing up. We were very poor, very, very poor. And you don't miss what you don't what you've never had. So
And the thing is, like most people don't understand is when anybody provides you make dinner and fried food and put it on your table, you eat the food. If you do not eat, then it's on you. No, I'm not going to force you, but the food there. If you get starving, if you're starving later on, tough love. Go to bed. When you're hungry, I'll see you tomorrow morning. You know, people
yeah,
think it's just people think you're gonna make 1,000 different kind of foods. No, it don't work that way.
now
God
what you
has to,
got?
God has provided you food. Eat it. Don't eat their choice. But you wait tomorrow morning to eat. Can't say we're
What are
starving.
you doing, Tina? Are you playing? Are you playing chase something, whatever it's called, in and out, in and out? Shut the door. You're letting the bugs out, or letting the bugs in, letting them out. Yeah. Well, when I was a kid growing up, I mean, honestly, before my parents got divorced, we did have breakfast, lunch, and supper. But after they got divorced, we were lucky to have a peanut butter sandwich. But I remember
Amen
one
to
time
you.
when my parents were still married. My dad was in the Navy, and my mom made us chicken noodle soup. And I can't eat chicken. And I kept telling her I can't eat it. I can't eat it. It's going to make me throw up. And she's like, "You're going to eat it." And so she made me take a bite, and I threw up all over the table, all over the table. And I never had to eat chicken noodle soup again. I said, "I told you I was going to throw up," because I had a problem. Now it's a big deal with kids. If they have problems, I forget what they call it, where things feel really weird to them, or it feels weird in their mouth. And if I had that issue, and if I ate something that just felt weird in my mouth, I could not eat it. It would make me sick. So if it felt weird in my mouth, I didn't eat it. It's like I would try it, but I couldn't do it. Yeah, pretty much most of the time after my parents got divorced, it was you just we ate my brother and I would take flour and mix it with water. We had a gas stove and we'd roll it out and make a tortilla. And now mind you, there was 9 kids at home and they were a lot younger than we were. My brother and I were the oldest, and we would put sugar on it and roll it
Yeah.
up and give it to the kids. That's what they would eat. We had to feed them something. That's what they would eat. We come up with all
Yep.
kinds of stuff. My little sister, that's 10 years younger than me, had no idea what a cake was because we weren't allowed to use the oven. So we would just get the cake mixes and mix it up with water and put it in the bowls for the little kids and told them it was cake. When my mom made a cake one day and she told my little sister, she said, "Come and eat a piece of cake." And Patty said, "That's not cake. That's not how Vic and Rick make it. That's not cake." So we got in trouble for just feeding the kids cake, like cake batter. But they didn't know and they liked it and they wanted it, so we did it. We didn't care. My mom would lock the food up so we couldn't get to it. We just take the hinges off the door and open it and get out what we wanted and put the hinges back on, and she never knew. So
And then you got these kids these days. I mean, I don't know what. These kids got attitude. Well, mommy and daddy tells me I don't have to wash my hands. No, I think you should. No one. And that's the thing. I can't remember. You have to teach your kids that. What
if you
teach them
do
what's
that
wrong.
when they're little, you
Yeah.
start when they're first walking, or even when they're little babies, you wash their hands for them. They will automatically do it.
That's what I try to explain to them. Some parents like you have
I
to teach them when
agree,
they're young.
Rico. I agree. If you spank your child nowadays, they'll take them away.
Yeah.
I still spanked. I mean, I didn't really spank mine. I didn't really have to because not my oldest one I did because she was the one that always pushed everything. The other 2 saw her pushing her and like, no, I'm doing that. But I would
I've
just
never
ground her.
watched all I
Yeah.
have to do is give her the look.
Astua is back. Welcome in, Astua. Yeah, I didn't. I
Yeah.
didn't. I would just take everything away. Like she came home from school one time, and the only thing in her bedroom was a mattress on the floor and a blanket and a pillow. Everything was gone. I took it all. She thought she was being slick, and well, she got caught. So she didn't. She didn't argue. She didn't. She knew not to argue. because I'd take the bed too. I'd take the mattress too and say, no, sleep on the floor. But kids nowadays, I notice,
They're brats. They think
you know,
I don't know. Go ahead.
the teenagers are okay. So this is how I see it. This is just from what I see.
Yeah.
If you do not correct your children when they are young, little, don't wait until they're teenagers and try to correct them. You've already ruined them because you've already made
Amen.
everything handed to them, and you've already made them feel like, oh, I don't have to do anything. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Nothing's my fault. I have a nephew like that. It's not his fault. He's always a victim. It's not his fault. It is your fault. It's
Yep.
your mom's fault.
You gotta teach your kids from right to wrong.
Give them choices. You can really mess with a kid's head by giving them choices. I did my niece. Her and her mom were arguing back and forth, just yelling and screaming because Rhonda wanted her to wear a coat. Lucia didn't want to wear a coat. So Rhonda, being the adult, should not be arguing with a 4-year-old. And I'm finally like, listen, Lucia, go to your room right now. I'll be in there in a minute. And they live with me. So I go in there and I'm like, look, you have to play reverse psychology with them. I'm like, hey, you want to go outside? She goes, yeah, I want to go outside. And I said, well, it's kind of cold out, right? She said, yeah. And I said, well, listen, I'm going to let you make the decision. You get to be the big girl now. You get to decide if you're going to go out or not. So if you want to go out, you have to wear a coat. If you don't wear a coat, then you can't go out. So I'm going to leave the room and you make the decision. I promise you. Just a few minutes later, she came out of her room with her coat on and told her mom she was going outside. Her mom was shocked. I go, she's going to argue with you because you let her argue with you. Don't let her argue. So that's what I do with my kid. I always made him feel like they were making the big decision when in all reality they were just common sense. But parents don't. They want to argue with their kid and give them anything they want. Kids in stores. I don't know about you guys, but that drives me crazy when you got a kid throwing a fit in the store.
That gets me very mad. I hate that.
Dad, other day when we went to the store, there was a kid throwing the fit in the middle of the store, and Sky looked at me and said, "Mama, you need to talk to them."
I date a girl, and even too, Tina, you too, ladies. Now, you see a lot of these kids these days, little baby ones, where they'll throw a tantrum and like, Mom, they'll cry until they get picked up. And I keep telling the parents, you don't have to hit the kid every time when they start throwing tantrum because the kid keeps doing it because you just keep picking up. He's got to learn. You got to say no, right? Yes or no?
No, yeah, just ignore him. I just walk away from him. If my kid would do that, my youngest one would be like, I want this. And I'm like, well, you're not getting it. So
Yeah.
I just walk away. I'm like, oh, well, somebody's going to steal you. I'll see you later. You just sit over there and cry. Then go ahead.
I see all the time you walk in the store and you got a kid throwing a big tantrum. And I want this. Mama says no. Or Daddy says no. And then they turn around. Here you go. I said, that's why they do it. Because they know if they just keep throwing a tantrum, they know that you're just going to give in to them, right? Okay. Well, that's why. When you say no, you got to say no and mean it. Why? And you say no and you mean no. And say, look, I said no, let's go. Keep on walking. Yep. We're not getting.
Yeah. Now my two oldest kids would get a toy, get something every Friday.
Oh,
they knew on Fridays. That was the time that they could get whatever. They didn't get candy and stuff all week long. They didn't get soda. But on Saturday night was family night, and we would always sit and watch a movie, and they can have a candy bar and a soda. And that was it. That's the only time they ever got it. They never got it. I know people who just feed their kids candy. It's crazy.
Yep.
Tina?
Yeah.
You feed yourself candy.
Honestly, I'm proud of her, considering I'm her example. She doesn't eat candy. She doesn't drink soda. She only drinks bottled water, and she's a vegetarian.
Oh, good for her.
Considering I'm raising her, it's amazing how she turned out.
That's good.
I like to say hi to Ann in the chat there. Hi, how you doing? And I know she's in chat there.
Terry says my niece one day, I can't read, I can't see. I need glasses. My niece one day leaving a movie theater wouldn't get in the car, sat cross-legged in the parking lot. My sister didn't know what to do. I picked her up by her armpits and put her in the back seat. There you go. Exactly. That's all you got to do. Show them who's
Yep.
boss. Just got to show them who's boss. And it's sad that, but for instance, there's a lot of moms that don't want to be moms, that they don't. I mean, I have a niece that doesn't want to be a mom. She's got a kid and she don't want to be a mom. She told her little girl tonight,
Most
get out of
I've been
my
watching
room.
want
So
to
my
be
sister
friends.
takes care of her. It's ridiculous.
They want to be friends instead of
Yeah.
mothers.
Yep. Yeah. Then some of them don't even want to be their friend. They just don't want nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
And I think that's sad.
And when if you're a parent, you have to be a parent. You can't have one side say yes, and the other side no. You both have to be the same page. Just like I see many times when kids throw a tantrum, mom says no or dad says no. They both have to be on the same page. Can't be one go down because the kid will find who's weak, who's strong. And dad says no, and they know, Mama, if I throw a tantrum, Mama's gonna get me. I'll just go do it. That's what the kids do all the time.
Yeah, even when my youngest daughter and her father and I divorced, we had joint custody. We still kept it. We both had to agree. She couldn't come to my house and try to get away with things that her dad wouldn't allow her to do. So she just,
Yeah.
that's the way it stayed.
Yep.
That's right,
I
Wiz.
don't have to worry about that.
Need to be involved. Yeah, exactly.
I'm Sky's mom and dad, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah, I always, and that was the agreement that we had, that we would do joint custody, and whatever rule he had, I had. And we would never say, oh, well, just don't worry. Although one time I did do that because I thought her dad was being outrageous. That she was 16 and wanted to go with two of her friends, and they were guys, but they were gay, 100% gay. And he wouldn't let her go. And she was at my house and she asked me, and I'm like, well, what's your dad said? Well, dad doesn't want me to go because they're boys. And I'm like, so I told the boys came over and I said, so what time are you guys bringing her back? And they're like, what time you want her back? I said, 10 o'clock. Don't be a minute late. And they brought her back. And then later on, much later down the line, the one kid came to work where I worked at, and he was married and had kids. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were gay. He goes, you thought I was gay? I go, you acted gay. He goes, I'm not gay. I've never been gay. I'm like, oh. I said, that's the only reason I let Nikki go with you. So yeah, so that could have turned out completely different. But yeah. But that was the only time I didn't agree with him because I thought, she's 16. Don't make her stay in the house. That's when she's going to rebel. So Wizzo, it was good to see you tonight. Have you been in here before? Or are you new? Just changed your name maybe, huh? Oopsie daisy. All right, guys, what time is it? Oh, man, I got to get up early. My daughter needs to go to the store. I got to go to the doctor. Oh, I don't have to. Wait a minute. What's tomorrow? Hey, why'd that come on?
That's okay. I have to get up around too.
Tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Yep, I have to get up early tomorrow. I have to go and take care and do my God's work stuff, and then I have to go to get me a new rim for my car. So it's all right. I think we all need to relax, enjoy our New Year's, and we got to stay positive. Cannot give up.
I'm not giving
We
up.
have to continue. We have to
give up.
We have to continue fighting for our country. We'll never give up, and I will continue doing my live streaming. I know Gator. I like watching your live stream. You're doing your Bible stuff. I like that. When people need God in our life, we do.
Well, we do, and that's what when all this was happening, and I know I can't get out of the house because I can't walk very far, so I prayed, and this is what God said to do. And I first
And
started doing it, and then I kind of got away with it, and I was thinking, talking about other things, and he was not happy. He pulled me right back in, and that's when I started doing the Proverbs reading and staying on course. Got to stay on course.
yeah, that's why we all need God. I think, God brings everybody here for a reason. And I think we all need to stay together as a community, guys, as a true faith. We're doing really good here. I think we got to
Yep,
continue.
we do. And
And
I always pray for America, and I love everybody that comes in here. We have a good chat. We have good people. Oh, I like that there's the people that come on panel, nobody's cursing and carrying on. And I mean,
yep,
we've all seen some of those channels, right? That are just totally. I mean, I'm
yep,
not gonna lie. Sometimes I would watch them because they were funny. Just the certain ones were like insanely funny. They were insane, but the things that they said were kind of funny. Where did you get this stuff from? So, but I don't want. I used to lurk all the time, and I don't really do too much lurking anymore, unless I'm trying to find out information. I will lurk for information.
Well, I know. I
Never.
hope Party Bounds will. In fact, he lives in Arizona. Hopefully, he'll get a camera out. We'll go look at cars. Those cars out there in Arizona.
That's where my ex-husband bought a '63 Capri, Chevy Capri from
Oh yeah.
Arizona. We went out there and bought it off of somebody. Brought it home on a trailer. Nice, nice. It was 3-speed on a column. Yes,
No, yeah.
Wizzo. It was nice that you came in tonight.
I wouldn't buy any cars out here in Arizona.
No?
Why
No.
not?
There's very hard winters. Some places use salt, and the summers they just destroy the car's interiors and can cause all kinds of problems with the motors. So
Oh,
don't
that's
buy a
good
car
to
out of
know.
Arizona. I would recommend buy them out of Florida or Texas or California.
Yeah, Texas, California, Florida. Yeah, he got it really cheap too. I mean, it was a nice car. He just had to do a little bit of work to it, and then he sold it and made some good money on it. Um, I'm afraid to buy a car off of anybody, a used car now with all the flooding and stuff we've had. They'll be shipping those cars all over the place trying to sell them.
Yeah, all I know is that I want to buy a used car. I want to buy a car from down south more because you're not gonna have all the salt damage. I know some people have worried about being the flood part, but up here you got to worry about the salt.
Yeah,
You know,
well, that's why I don't never take my car out. My car, knock on wood, does not. It's not. It doesn't go out.
and think was the California has this outrageous emission testing out there. So I got all these regulations, so I don't know if I want to
Well,
get out there.
you can still get salt in Florida if you live close to the ocean.
Yeah, I wouldn't get a car too close to the ocean. But her California has all the restrictions too on their
Right.
cars. I
Well,
don't know if I want that.
they have a lot of restrictions. When I lived there, I don't know if they still do it, but I had to get my car inspected every year. I had to go through an inspection on the stuff, the bad chemicals that it puts out and all that stuff. And
Yeah,
if it didn't reach code, then you had to go get it fixed. I'm like, I hate this.
yeah. So all I know is that I look for a car that is gonna be good on everything. That's not rusted.
There you go, Sherry. I've never had a brand new car. I have never bought a brand new car in my life. I've always bought used cars.
Yeah,
I
used
don't
cars
want
are
to buy a new
used
car.
cars are better.
I'd like to buy a new, not a brand new, but a used, a nice used low mileage RV that I can drive, or even I had a conversion van, a Chevy van. I would like to have one of those that I could put a sink in, and something like that.
I know Terry was in my chat today in my live stream chat, and we're talking about RVs and all that stuff. I wouldn't mind having an RV doing that, but they're not easy. They're not cheap to buy.
Oh no, they're not. But you could buy you a van, pull the
Yeah.
seats out of it, and put you a bed in there, fix it up, put you a sink in there. You could put an outside shower on it. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with them. You can make them livable.
Yeah, you know those Chevy utility vans.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They never changed the body style from 2002 through this current year, 2024. It's the same
Right.
body style.
Yep.
What size engine?
Anything you want. I mean, they sell some with V6 motors, some with the 5.3.
Okay.
Um,
Because that one
Yeah.
nothing big
I
engine.
just go get it, and just do what you fix it up yourself. You have less money in it, and you're
Yeah.
not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for an RV. You're doing it. I mean, mine was nice. It had a little refrigerator in it, had a sink in it, had an outdoor shower in it.
Oh yeah.
It had a bed in it. It was nice. I loved it. But the motor
Yeah.
blew up and when I lived in Texas, so I traded it in on I bought a used Chevy, forget what it was called. Real little Chevy. It was a convertible. I forget what kind of Chevy it was, and that's what I drove up. No, 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 no. Yeah, I drove up here. I brought it up here with me when I came up. It was a little. I forget what it was. Some little cheap, little junky Chevy, but it got me around. And then I never bought another van. I'd love to have a van.
Yeah. I know I want to be able to drive around the world. I like to drive. I love driving.
That's what I did when I got divorced in '99. I had my Chevy van and I just threw some clothes in there and off I went. I went from Ohio up across. I forget what interstate that was. It took me across over to Washington State, and
Yeah.
then all over Washington State, all over Oregon, all over California, and then came down across and hit I-10 and went Dallas and Louisiana and Mississippi and all those. It was fun. It was great. I never had to pay for a hotel. I just go
You
stay
ever,
at a
you ever,
campground.
you, you ever driven down to I think I-55 to I-10 into New Orleans before?
I never went to New Orleans. When I lived in Texas, Dallas, I would go to Shreveport and gamble.
Oh yeah.
Never went to New Orleans.
Never.
Nope.
You've probably been on 57 before, right?
Probably, but I
57.
don't remember.
You know, 57 goes north and south. So yeah, party Bonzo. Once you
Yeah,
what?
I would buy off an individual. Wizzo, I don't like to buy off of car lots. I just look for them for sale. Like I'm a member of Conversion Van USA or something like that. It's
Yeah.
on Facebook. People have their own conversion vans that they redo, and sometimes they sell them, for like 10 grand or something. Which, if a car lot had it, they'd probably want 25 grand for it. So I would never buy off of a car lot. I buy off an individual.
Yeah, me too. I like that. Now, what about the people are saying do the car auctions? What do you think of those ideas?
I've seen people buy off of car auctions, and it's kind of a hit or miss. You can get a good car. Most of the time, you get trash because you don't know until after you get it home and you have it, and next thing you know, you hear a ticking and whatever, or whatever. I don't know. It's a hit or miss with me with the car. I've been to them, and my son-in-law does them, and he does get some. Well, I don't know that they're decent cars, but I mean they work for him for a while, but then he's got to get more. Yeah,
I
Now,
exactly. So I agree 100%.
My
yeah,
best friend's dad, when I was living out in Florida, I was talking to him and he goes, what do you think about these trucks? They're on auction, and some of them said, not running.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, these are really cheap, man. Can't you pick one up? And then it wouldn't take you. You don't think it would take you much more than $3,000, $4,000, $5,000? What if it's easy? What if it's cheap to fix? And I says, man, you're right, but I says, first I need a truck that I can actually tow
Yeah.
tow a broken truck home and then work on it. I says, I don't need to be in the business of towing broken trucks home right
Right.
now.
Yeah. I like to I don't know. I mean, I've seen the car auctions. I like watching the older car auctions, you know, where the
Yeah.
cars sell for $200,000, and yeah, them are nice. I like watching those.
I like
Yeah,
when
I
the
was.
cars are one owner.
One owner. I almost
Hmm.
bought a Honda not long ago, a Honda Civic,
Now
and it was a
back in the
one
old days.
owner car, and it was so nice. But I backed out because I was like, "Yeah, this probably wasn't one owner. It's probably they probably just fixed it up enough to sell it because it was an older one. It was when the Honda Civics looked really good, but
Now
I didn't
back
do it.
in
I backed out.
back before I didn't. I mean, it was too late. Back before you could actually go on. It's called Illinois State IBET, and you can go online and you can buy old police cars, government vehicles for dirt cheap. But now everybody knows about the website, and now everything costs a lot of money. Like I had a person I knew who bought a nice Impala, and he got it really dirt cheap for $1,000, and it had like really no miles on it.
Oh yeah,
And, oh yeah, you get some nice cars in there. They
be
had
my
like
luck. I'd
nice.
get a dud.
What's that?
I said it would be my luck. I would get a dud. I'd get a bad one.
They bought a lot of vehicles, Impalas, Ford Explorers. I mean, you could buy like equipment and big machines and all this stuff on there, like really
Huh.
dirt cheap
I don't know about
sometimes.
them police cars. They kind of rough on them. Them
Oh
high
yeah.
speed chases and everything. I don't know if I trust one of those.
Well,
I have a
yeah, the
friend that
one.
bought a police Crown Victoria from a police auction, and yeah,
Yeah,
he didn't have it very long. It was pretty crappy.
yeah, the what? I mean, Impala he had there. It was like say like a state marshal vehicle, and it was. I mean, really good straight there. I mean, I was like, why would they even put it in an auction? There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, he drove it for a long time. I mean, he's still driving it. Still driving today. It, he only over 6 years now. And he's still driving it.
Well, I don't have to worry about buying nothing. I'm too old. I'm just gonna drive my car until I can't anymore. I'm
So,
not buying nothing else.
so I go. Yeah, have you guys ever heard of a Victory Outdoor Service Group? Victory Outdoor Service. You ever heard of
No.
that? He's got a YouTube channel name called Victory Outdoor Service. He's in
Yeah.
Wisconsin. You don't know about?
What did he do?
I see he does concrete work.
Yeah, I've
Never
seen
heard of them.
his channel.
Yeah, I watch a lot of his stuff. Very good stuff there. You
There's
know
another guy I watch. I
who's
like him
that?
better than that guy. Is Pagel Services.
I never heard of him before.
I don't like that Victory guy. I think he's a jerk and he's mean. He's mean to his employees. He reminds me of my old my ex friend who I used to be going to business with. That's why I don't like Victory anymore, man. I think he's arrogant.
Oh, I can't stand arrogant people.
But yeah, Pagel
Oh,
Services.
Lordy,
Watch
Lordy,
that
Lordy.
guy. He's good.
Hagel Services.
Yeah, look him up.
Huh, I'll have to look him up. All right, kids, I'm getting off of here. It's
All right, well,
almost
you
late.
guys all enjoy. God bless y'all. Me
God
too.
bless
I
you.
gotta get really.
Sean, good luck with the cars. I mean, you could hit me up. I could talk cars with you all day long.
Oh man, I love cars. I want to go look at cars. Car shows. I'm doing this year. I don't care. I'm doing one. Looking at a lot of
Hey, if
cars.
anybody ever wants to talk about the Florida Gators, we can talk all day long about the Florida Gators.
Yeah.
You may want to talk
What?
about
Eating gator meat?
I'm
Eating
here.
gator? We're gonna eat gator. Yes, we can eat gator. I like eating gator meat. New Orleans, man.
I'll
Gator.
talk to you about a healthy diet.
Healthy diet. Yeah, I used to hunt
Yeah.
gators, just so you know. I used to be a gator hunter.
Let's go. We'll get some. I like gator meat. Tastes like chicken.
Got to kill it first.
Well, we'll get some venison too. Do you like chili?
No, I
Come
can't.
on.
I can't. No, I can't. I'm too old to be doing that stuff anymore, but it was
What
fun.
about buffalo meat?
Never had it.
That's really good.
Yeah, I was talking
Oh,
about the Florida Gators, the football team.
oh yeah, no, I'm talking about
Well,
meat.
we can talk about Gators too because
I like food. I love food.
gator tail's the best if you smoke it outside on the grill. It's
Oh
awesome.
Lord.
It's so good.
Well,
Yeah, my
I,
uncle used to do that all the time.
I, yeah,
They would catch gator and bring them home and just the tail and cook
I
it.
want everybody here to give me when you have a chance to. If there's any place that has a food challenge, I like to eat. So there's one I'm gonna go try to check out. Eat a 5 pound hamburger meat. I'm gonna do it. I like eating.
Let me ask you a question because this is always I just never understood this. Why do people call hamburger meat?
That's what I call it,
I've
hamburger
never
meat.
heard
Yeah,
that.
but chicken's meat too. Do you say chicken meat?
Yeah,
No.
I call
Or
it.
do you
That's
say
what I call
steak
it.
meat? Or do you
Huh?
say I just ham let's go get a ham meat. I'm just saying, when I was a kid, everybody said chicken or
Hamburger.
hamburger meat. I'm, well, yeah, it's meat. It's just hamburger. It's just like chicken, or it's just like a pork roast, or yeah, it's just
Now the
it's
question is,
I
how do you
just
like
say
how do
hamburger.
you like your hamburger meat cooked? Do you like it meaning well? How do you like it cooked?
I don't eat hamburger anymore. Not allowed to.
Mine's got to have a little pink in there. I like mine not full cooked. No way. Pepper, cheese, man. But grilled onions on there. Oh boy, ketchup,
Well
mustard.
done here.
Really,
Well
Stewie?
done. Huh?
Wait, are you
Stewie
not
says
allowed to eat
Amazon sells
hamburger meat
vehicles.
because of the the cholesterol, or is it because of the way they cook it?
Who me? It's cholesterol. It's kidney disease and
Oh,
heart disease. It's really bad for me. I don't eat
okay.
any red meat. I eat pork, tenderloin, and I eat turkey burgers. Ground
Turkey
turkey,
burgers.
turkey burgers.
Now,
Yeah,
now my
I have
hamburger,
to.
I get the less fat.
I do too,
I
but it's
don't get it.
$10 a pound. Good Lord.
Well, still, I can't do all that grease.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, and I
Do
don't
you
eat.
like
Wonder.
chorizo,
I
huevos, and
love
papas?
chorizo. I love chorizo. I don't eat it, but I
Chorizo?
love. Yeah, I don't
You
eat
like
it.
What is
papas too?
that?
I eat
Papas?
very clean
What
and
about
very
cooking?
healthy now. I don't eat no red meats. I don't eat anything fried. I eat a lot of salads. I eat a lot of uh, pork loin and a lot of turkey burger or turkey meat. That's it.
Now, what about cooking a turkey burger in an air fryer?
Oh, it's good.
Really?
Yeah, you just season it and I use I can't have like oil for cooking, but I can have the extra virgin olive oil. So what I do for my turkey burger, I put it in a baggie and I just put a little drop of uh, extra virgin olive oil in it and shake
Oh
it
yeah,
up and then
yeah.
put it in there. Oh my gosh, season it, of course. It's so good. I don't use salt. I just use garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and chili peppers, and that's it. But it's good. I cook everything in my air fryer. I
Yeah,
cook pork chops in my air fryer.
How
It's
do you
good.
that's what
cook
I'm gonna
turkey
get.
bacon?
Turkey
Um,
bacon.
turkey bacon, I don't buy it much because I just think it's disgusting. Because
Yeah,
I'm
sound,
expecting it to taste like
That,
real bacon, and it never does.
yeah, that's why I asked to see if
Yeah,
I was the only one that despised it.
I don't like it. Now, I don't really like turkey burger either, but I can put mayonnaise on my bun, light mayonnaise, and the best mayonnaise to buy, the only mayonnaise for me to buy is Duke's mayonnaise, and I get the light, and I put that on my bun, and I put onion on it, and I put
and
lettuce,
ketchup.
and I can't have ketchup. I can't have no tomatoes, no ketchup, no
Yes,
condiments, just
yeah.
mayonnaise, lettuce, and
It's
onion
all
on it.
sugar.
So I like putting mayonnaise and ketchup, man. Mixed with the grilled onions. Oh yeah,
When you have kidney disease,
yeah.
there's a lot of things you can't eat because your kidneys can't filter properly. It can't filter it out, so it just sits in on your body in your bloodstream, and it's not good for it.
You can't.
So
Can you have it? You can't even eat jalapenos, can you?
nope,
Damn.
No pickles, no relish, no ketchup, no mustard. I can have mayonnaise, but it has to be light or fat free, and that's because of the diabetes. But no potatoes, other than I can have red potatoes or sweet potatoes. But no butter. It's got to be the real light, stuff that's really not butter. It's fake or whatever you call it. It's really
Party
weird.
Bonza, you say ketchup has sugar. How do you know that?
I'm pre-diabetic now,
Mm. Yeah,
so
so you know.
I gotta get my life in order.
Are you on any medication yet?
No, I'm just totally changing my diet and
Yes.
exercise every day.
Yeah, you can get it under control. My daughter did. My oldest daughter, she was pre-diabetic and she was on medication, metformin, but she totally changed her lifestyle. Me, I just started metformin a couple months ago.
I mean, then I was lying because Scott eats a lot of ketchup. That's why I said she didn't eat no sweets or nothing. But he said ketchup had sugar in it.
Yeah,
That's why
you
I
have
asked
to.
him. Then I lied. She does eat sugar then because if ketchup
Oh,
has
there's
sugar, then she's
also
eating it.
there's also a little trick that the food companies do, and I'm gonna find it right here, and I'm gonna show you. Because I was talking to my doctor about it, dietitian about it. Because I can't have sugar. So I get if I want a soda, I'll get a uh, not sugar free, but what's the new
The
Zero.
diet stuff. The diet
zero
stuff.
zero sugar sugar. So I was pretty proud about that, right? Well, then I got to find the word that he used, and he said, "Look it up." So it is called.
I know some people call this diet stuff totally healthy, but it's not. It's actually
No, it's
a,
not. They trick you. They trick you.
yeah.
So it says zero sugar, but look up. I'm gonna put it in chat. Look this up, and this if it's got this in there, then it's got sugar in it. Let's see. And this is how they trick you. Let's see. Did I spell that right?
Well, I'm gonna have to
BENZ.
cut her back on her
Yeah.
ketchup.
Look at your stuff and see if it has the benzoic acid in it. It's sugar.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, my dietitian gave me a lot of clues. She also told me because I am diabetic and I do have to watch my fat intake, like I don't hardly ever eat breads. Um, she did tell me like I love ranch dressing. And she did tell me if I took a tablespoon of ranch dressing and a tablespoon of sour cream and mixed it together, it's better than eating all of the sour cream or the ranch that you're eating. So I do that and it tastes perfectly fine.
Oh wow. That's a cool
So
trick.
I use, equal parts and it works. It's perfect. So, but look for that benzoic acid. I did not know that. And when I'm in the store, if you're standing waiting for me to get down, I'm looking at everything. Oh, no, that's got too much sodium. No, it's got too much sugar. Yeah, so they trick you. They can't be honest about anything.
Yeah. And I was reading some stuff years ago, and it talked about how people are fooled by, like you said, it might be the benzoic acid, but
Hmm.
they said even if it's sugar free and it like Splenda and that other sweetener,
Yeah,
even though
stevia.
it's not sugar, it can still have the same effect on you if you're diabetic.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. People crack me up that they're diabetic, and because I have a lot of family members that were diabetic, but they would drink diet soda. That's not good for you.
No.
That's so not good for you. And I
Yeah.
found out a lot of things like with kidney disease, I can't have dark sodas at all. I don't care if they're unsweetened or whatever, no dark sodas, but I can have I can have root beer.
Wow.
But you can't because your kidneys can't. I don't remember what it is. Something about dark sodas, and then you can't have. I can't have uh like beans. I love beans. Anything like peanut butter. Anything that has a lot of potassium in it, you can't have Beans have potassium. Peanut butter has potassium. Bananas, can't have bananas.
Yeah,
I
know
love
about the
bananas. Can't have them because
I
it's
love bush beans.
your body can't, your kidneys can't filter that out because it's already, your body produces some anyway, and then when you eat it, it just makes it harder on your kidneys to do it. It's crazy. The things I found out about kidney disease, and it's really hard to get your, once your kidney disease hits a certain level like mine, it's hard to bring it back. I probably will never bring it back. It'll just continue until I have to go into dialysis. It'll go slow because I am eating right, but there's people that don't even know they have it. And then by the
Yeah.
time like my son, we didn't know. And
Yeah.
then one day he calls me and he's like, "Hey, I need to go to the hospital. Something's wrong. I can't breathe." And they tell you he's got 12 days to live. And here he had renal failure and we didn't even know it. So I had no idea. We didn't know he was, and he only had one kidney. Didn't know that neither. And it was in his pelvic. It's like, what? Yeah. So things happen and people don't even realize. He was 44 years old and he never had any problems with his kidneys. He didn't know. He did say, when he found out, he did say that when he was in the hospital, he said his back was itching real bad. So took his gown up to put lotion on, and it was just like his whole back was covered in sores, and I was in shock. And I asked the doctor, I go, "What is this?" And he said he's got so much poison in his body because his kidney's not filtering, that the poison is coming through his bloodstream and seeking out, coming through his skin.
That's not good.
Yeah. So, and then also, when he said when he went to the bathroom, he had noticed there for a while that it was kind of foamy when he urinated, but then towards, before he went in the hospital, he said it was just like giant, like foam coming up when he went to the bathroom, and that is a sign of renal failure.
I've read about that.
We didn't know that. We had no idea. We had no idea. So, and they said he could go on dialysis, and he said, "Is it going to save my life?" And they're like, "No, it's not going to save your life. It's going to prolong your life." And he said, "I don't want that. That's not what I want. I want to be able to go to work and provide for myself. I don't want to be on dialysis." He said, "So no." And he refused to go on it. And I was very upset with him about it. And I talked to my pastor, and he's like, "Well, are you mad because you want him to live longer?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "But it's his choice. It's his life. Don't do that to him. Would you want to live like that?" And I'm like, "No." And he goes, "Then all right." So then I understood it, and and I wasn't okay with it, but I was okay with it. Whatever you want to do, we'll do together. And that's what we did. But I wished that we would have known sooner, until it was just too late. They just couldn't. There was no fixing it. He was so bad he couldn't even have a kidney transplant. They just said it's over. And that was on February 8th, and they said he would not make it to Valentine's Day, but he made it until the 20th. So he made it 12 days later before he passed away. And it wasn't a painful death. It was it was horrible for me, but he just fell asleep and his body just filled up, and when it got to his heart just stopped pumping, and that was it. Very peaceful, very peaceful. But every night he would always, because I stayed with him, I never left his side from that point on. He always said, "Well, I'm going to go to bed now," because for the first week, not even week, maybe the first 4 or 5 days, he could still talk to you and stuff, and he'd say, "I'm going to work now. I'm gonna go to work in the morning, Mom." And I'm like, "All right, honey, we'll see how you feel in the morning." Well, his son was there too, and he was 21, 20, maybe 20. And he said, "Grandma, why don't you just tell him he can't go to work?" I said, "I would never tell your dad he cannot go to work. I know he's not going to work. You know he's not going to work. Tomorrow morning he'll wake up and he'll forget he even had a job." So that's what we did. But it took Joey a while to understand that. I said, "Well, we'll see. We'll see." The only problem that he really truly had that I really hated was he had constant nosebleeds. Just his gushing blood out of his nose all the time. We had to shove toilet paper up in his nose to keep it from coming out all over his clothes. But other than that, and that's why I 100% support the Kidney Foundation, because they were so good. You know, they gave me how to take care of him at the end and everything. So they were great. And so was hospice.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, if your child is running a fever and they're little and there's no reason for it, tell them to check their kidneys. Because my son, when he was little, that's all he did was run high fevers for no reason at all. And
Oh,
take him
really?
to the doctor, and they'd be like, they'd put him in cool water and bring it down. It just said he had an infection. And this went on the first 5 years of his life. He was in and out of the hospital for it. Nobody ever said a word about his kidneys. So when
Gee.
people say, oh, my kid's running a high fever, it's like 106 and I don't know what's going on, and then they did it again, ask them to check their kidneys.
Yeah.
Make sure they even got 2 kidneys and make sure they're in the proper spot. He had one in his pelvic, and the other one was still a little bean on the artery that never moved up his back. It never formed.
Wow.
But we didn't know that. He was born
Yeah.
in 77. They didn't check for that stuff back then. But I'm very cautious to people. If your child is running a fever for no reason, no, that was Sean. I thought he left. Make sure you what are you doing, Sean?
I'm getting ready to go to bed. It's nighttime. I gotta get up early in the morning. I gotta get my tire rimmed tomorrow, and I gotta do that stuff tomorrow.
All right. Well, have a good night. God bless you.
You too. God bless
Yeah,
you.
see you, Sean.
Yeah. So if you have a kid or a grandkid and they have run high fevers for no reason, no cold, no nothing, and they do it more than 2 or 3 times, then check the kidneys. I tell everybody that, because that's a mistake we didn't know. And my son could still be alive today had we known. So, on that note, check your kids' kidneys. Even if they don't want to, tell them yes. Before it's too late.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know. And nobody in my family's ever had that problem, never.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked the doctor, I said, well, because I didn't understand, number one, how it worked. I said, what do you mean it's in his pelvic? Aren't your kidneys in your back? And he's like, there's little arteries there, and there's little beans, like, kidney beans, where it got its name. And they go, as you're forming in the womb, they grow and they form and they go up the artery and they settle in the back. Well, his didn't do that. The one there's still a little bean right there on the right one. It's in the front in his pelvic. It's just a little kidney bean is what it looks like. The other one is the size of his fist, but it's all mangled up. It never formed properly. I'm like, well, great. So I said, is that hereditary? And he said, no, it's just something that just happened. And when he was born, the doctor said, this doctor that he went to, the kidney doctor that came to the hospital, he said, when he was born, did he have yellow jaundice really bad? And I'm like, yeah. I said, he didn't get out of the hospital for 2 weeks because he had it so bad. And I wouldn't leave the hospital without him, so I stayed too. He said that should have been the first sign that there was something wrong with the kidneys, that they were not filtering. So I said, well, nobody said nothing to me. They finally released him, and I brought him home, but he was always sick all the time until he was 5. Once he hit 5, he never got sick again. It just, like he outgrew it or something. I don't know. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Never ran another fever, nothing. Never went back in the hospital. But the first 5 years of his life, he's probably spent 40% of his time in the hospital. But there's always a reason. God always makes it. There's always a reason for it. God knows what he's doing. I told him before he passed away, I said, look, when you get up there and you start building that mansion, make sure I got a big front porch, and I want a Coca-Cola machine on it that don't take no money. And in the backyard, I want a baseball diamond out there so I can watch all the old timers play baseball. He said, you got it, Mom. So that's what I always say. He's up there making my mansion for me. So, yeah, I can talk about him. It's his day he died on February 20th. this is actually the first time I've really ever been able to talk about it without losing myself here, losing my crap. But I still can't say his name. Yeah, I said crap, Tina. I still can't say his name. I cannot say his name, and I have a tree over here that has all his pictures on it. It's got all American flags on it too, but it's got all his pictures so he can see what I'm doing. So on the 20th, whatever day that's on, I will not be live. We always do a little thing. We have dinner, and then we, do some. I would love to release, like some more doves, but they're so expensive. It's too cold. And the balloons I don't like to do because I'm afraid it's going to hurt the birds and stuff. If they bite it and swallow it, it can kill them. So maybe this year we'll plant a tree. I'd like to plant a tree for him.
Don't say that. God does it. Just done it for Darth's birthday. Released
Oh, yeah.
balloons again for
Yeah,
him.
well, the reason I don't like balloons is many, many years ago, one of my brothers and sisters that are younger than me, they're like 10 and 12 years younger than I am. They had a friend and they were over there playing and they were doing a water balloon fight. And Troy came out of the house and he had the water balloon like in his mouth, the tip of it. He hadn't tied it off yet. And he was coming down the steps and the water gushed out and the balloon sucked down his throat. And he died right there on the sidewalk, and all those kids watched him die. They did not know what to do.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I never bought balloons for my kids after that. No balloons at birthday parties, no balloons, not even the helium balloons. Yeah, he was 12 years old. My sister saw it, my brother saw it, and my other sister saw it. They were all over there playing. And it was horrible. It was horrible. The mom wasn't home. Mom was at work. Dad was at work. It was summertime. And his brother, little Donnie was there, but he was like 14, but he wasn't paying attention, and the kids were all playing and Troy died right there. And I'm petrified of balloons. I am scared of balloons. My kids never had a balloon in their life. Never. Wouldn't allow it. And I always tell people, don't buy balloons for your kids because it's just a simple thing. You think they're just blowing them up and they're playing with them, but it can actually kill them. It will suffocate them.
Yeah.
If they swallow it, it will suffocate them. And that's what happened to Troy. So I don't do balloons. It's crazy.
I remember when I was young growing up, I had a friend that I believe they call it Paca, where she would eat anything like paper, chalk, anything she thinks she would eat. And I just couldn't do it. I finally had to quit being her friend.
Yeah, I won't put balloons. Like my sister lost her daughter 2 months before I lost my son. She was a lot younger. She had cystic fibrosis, and they put balloons out every year. I can't do that. Every year they mark Emily's death with Emily's kids are little. I think her son is 8. The baby never doesn't remember her mom because she's 3 now, 2 now, 2. And she was just a little baby when Emily passed away from cystic fibrosis. But they go out every year and they get a bunch of balloons and the kids write little messages on it, for Emily. And then they just let them go. And, I always worry about the animals, because it could kill birds. It could kill, like Sherry said, it could kill farm animals. It could kill all kinds of things. So balloons are bad, 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 bad. So what I like to do is get doves in the spring and just let doves go. White doves, just let them go. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. And you're adding to the kingdom, the animal kingdom. So I like to do that. And we always have his special meals. I think last year I made breakfast because he loved biscuits and gravy, sausage gravy, all homemade. I made that. And Joey, his son, and then Joey's cousin Garrett and Austin, my son Pratt. Those boys were all together. So he raised them too. And my daughter, I made a big breakfast and everybody came over and ate breakfast. And the year before we did tacos. This year, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. Nobody's really said. Well, I got time. It's not till February, but on that day, I will not be live at all because I will be miserable. I'm just going to straight up tell you, I'll be miserable. And here's the thing about my son. He was my son, absolutely, yes. But my grandson, Joe, is not my son's kid. My son just raised him as his because his mom was a piece of trash who didn't want nothing to do with him. And my son took him in and he raised him as his own kid. Joey knows that's not his dad, or he knows it. Joey says, it's not my father. He said, that's my dad. Anybody can be a father, but not everybody can be a dad. And they look
Amen.
ridiculous together because Joey's 6 foot tall. My son was like 5'2". And he kept him involved in football and band and wrestling, everything in school. So they had a lot of banquets and things they went to. And, here's Joey and here's my son way down here. But Joey said, that's my dad. That's my dad. And to this day, that's still his dad. And that's what kind of guy my son was. He was a good guy. He always made sure that all the kids that, had everything they needed. Joey never wanted for nothing. And he's a good kid. He turned out very well. His dad left him a good chunk of change when he passed away, and Joey was very upset, didn't know what to do with it, and like, what do you mean you don't know what to do with it, buddy? Go buy you a house. And he's like, but I feel like I should pay off Dad's car and his truck and his Jeep and pay up all his credit cards. And I said, no, your dad left that money to you. You go buy you a house so that way he knows you're okay. So he did. He paid off his Jeep and paid off his credit cards and bought a Harley and bought a house.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he was 20 years old and he did all that. And he's still doing it. He's still taking care of everything and he's a good kid. I think he drinks a little bit too much, but what young man doesn't, when you're hanging out with your buds and riding four-wheelers and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure he'll stop that. He has slowed way down. So, but he's a good guy. Hi, Cap. Welcome in. So that's just a little bit about my life the last few years. It's rough, but I can do it. And I got my girls. I got my 2 girls. My oldest daughter she lives in Tennessee. I don't get to see her that often, but my youngest daughter, she lives right up the road. Her and I are like always together. We go to the grocery store together. She's always checking on me. If I happen to turn my phone off at night and she calls me in the morning and I don't answer it, she's scared to death something happened to me. She'll come over to me. I'm like, no, I'm fine. When I had my open heart surgery last August, she was there. She did not leave my side the whole I was in there for like almost 3 weeks. She didn't leave my side. I kept saying, you can go home. You can go, no, nope, I'm not going nowhere. She said, I do wish my brother was here, though. I said, yeah, I suppose you do. So, okay, I blabbered on enough. Yes, absolutely, Sherry. God gave me the strength to get through that. I never would have dreamed I could have taken care of him like I did. I cooked him food. I'd always say, what do you want to eat? And he's like, oh, make me some shredded chicken. I love your shredded chicken. So I'd make it. He never ate it. He didn't eat anything the whole time he was home. Then another time, I forget, he wanted a breakfast. Didn't eat it. And he smoked cigarettes, too, and he cracked me up with the cigarettes. I didn't smoke. He smoked. And he'd be like sitting on the couch. He's so weak. He'd just sit there, and he's like, oh, I need to go smoke a cigarette. And it's dead of winter. It's February. It's cold out there. And he always went outside. He never smoked in his house. And I'm like, Joe, I need you to help get your dad up. He wants to go smoke a cigarette. So we're walking him, trying to get him out to sit on the front porch. And I said, do you really have to go outside? It's so cold out there. And he goes, I'm pretty tired, but I don't want to smoke in my house. And I'm like, well, it's pretty cold out there. I said, how about if I just set your chair right here by the door and I hold it open and you can just, blow your smoke outside. I wasn't going out there in the cold. He said, all right. Well, he sat there for like 15 minutes and never even lit that cigarette.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's like, okay, I'm ready to go back in now. I go, Okay. He never smoked it. He only smoked, I think, 2 cigarettes the whole time, the 12 days before he passed away.
Hmm.
And he didn't smoke. And he would never let me, never, ever let me call he was you know, the step 2 toys, the slides and all that stuff that they make, the plastic toys for outside for kids. He worked there at the factory here in Ohio, and they made step 2 toys, and he was plant manager. And he would never let me call and tell them he wasn't coming to work. He made me promise I would never do that. But one day, I hear a knock at the door, and it's the city cops, and I'm like, what the heck? So I open the door, and they're like, "Is Bill here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm doing a wellness check. His step 2 said we need to come check on him because he hasn't been to work, and he never misses work."
Oh,
So I explained everything to the cop, and so he goes, "Well, I need to see him to make sure he's okay." And I'm like, "Well, he's not okay." Well, the cop comes in, he's got these 2 pieces of toilet paper shoved up his nose because of the bleeding, and he says, "Are you all right?" And of course, my son, by now it's getting pretty close to the end, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm okay." He couldn't even get up, and so I said, "Look, he's dying." So he didn't want them to know. He made me promise not to tell nobody. Just tell them that he's passing away and that he's got renal failure, acute renal failure. So then they start calling my phone because I gave the cop. I said he didn't want nobody to know because he kept telling me he was coming back to work every day, and he made me promise not to tell nobody.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But that cop acted like something was like, "Why is his nose like that?" I'm like, "Because he's bleeding." And I didn't know how to stop it. Like Joey's the one that would take a little piece of toilet paper and roll it up so tight and then shove it up his nose. I'm like, "Where did you learn to do that?" I said, "Are you rolling joints or something somewhere or what?" He's like, "No, Grandma, in wrestling." He said, "Whenever we get a bloody nose, our coach always did that and would shove them up our noses." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, smart." So he went back to work 2 days, and I said, "Please make a bunch of those up because I can't do that." So he had a whole tray of them made up. So we'd pull them out and put 2 new ones in.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But anyway, I need to get off of here. Thanks for listening to my story. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's good to talk about it. So, but I love you all, and we'll talk again tomorrow night. And let's just pray that nothing happens tonight and tomorrow with the world. All is calm. Nobody gets hurt. So I love you all. Night, Tina.
Night, Tina.
Love you. Good night.
Good night. I'm
Good night,
kicking you out.
Party Bonza.
Watch him kick her out. I like kicking people out.
All right. We'll
All right,
see you later.
All right. Thank you. God bless you all. Have a great night. Stay safe. Smile at a stranger. Write a J6er, and always, always, always be kind. Be kind to everybody, because go read my community posts I put up tonight. My heart, that's where my heart is, what I put up. That's my heart. And that's what I want the world to be. I love you all. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night. Sleep well. Gator out.